Here's my SGL thing.
My only regret is that I did not put this in last place. What am I supposed to do with a .00? Oh, is that a save state file for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is.
Seen that?
Game.
Oh yeah, so with Super Nintendo games, you want to make sure you unzip the ROM and the save state, and you put the save state into the saves folder.
Gotcha.
Extract.
The saves folder? What's a saves folder?
Wherever it is in the emulator. Let me have a...
The emulator will have a saves of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Wiley. Who are you?
My folder does have a save.
It should be like SAV, I think. Yeah.
Which SNES 9X do you have?
I have the one that I was tasked with getting. 1.51 revision something or another.
There we go.
When you open that,
1.51?
there's no folder just called saves.
Actually, I don't have that.
No.
You may need to start the emulator and actually run a game.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
you
it'll
probably
spawn all that stuff.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Alright, well let's do that then.
Alright, we need to do your pause, we need to load.
There we go. Hey, you're right. I'll let you.
Low zero?
Got me with hookup.
Oh. What number is that save? What number is that save?
Yeah, the problem with SNES 9X is it doesn't have a load state from or load named state. So
Sure.
you can't just choose the save state we give you. You have to use the in-emulator loading one of the numbered slots.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Take
silly.
issue with that. I wish
Good.
they had thought a little harder about that.
There we go.
Oh, I'm
Super
sorry.
Bomberman!
I hear it.
Oh man, I'm
I
so
hear the bangs.
excited.
Alright, so we got that.
That was a good idea to make
New window.
start that loud.
Run that beautiful bean footage. Oh god. No movie. Okay, gotcha.
One more time here. Do this. That's good.
I just realized the other way Pingu.
That.
Alright. Reload.
Okay.
That.
That.
Now. Put that one.
That's bad. Nope.
Run. And go. Here we go. Okay, splits.
Open.
You set.
Huh. Oh, there it is. Open.
A lot more time.
And you said you have to put the save state in the saves folder, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I can do better than that.
You also may want to make a copy of the save state because you can save over that file.
We wouldn't do that.
What kind of absolute idiot would make a mistake like that?
I think I killed me.
Pause. Where's the open save state? Load save state. Wait, no, that's not it.
Yeah, you can't just do.
That's, where is it?
It'll be in one of the slots. I think it's a .000, so it'll be in slot 0 or maybe 1.
It would be slot 1 of 0000001 is 2.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's not the button for that.
Down there.
By default, I think it's F1. And then if you do Shift F1, that'll save. So don't.
Nope,
do that.
F2. We're starting at 1-1, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, where's the movie thing now? Movie. Record. Starting from now. Okay. Your script, please.
I don't remember what kind of video resource we linked. I don't remember if there's a decent... Yeah, there's no video.
You think that would help?
Well, not very apparent, but is absolutely crucial to speedrunning this game is you start with a huge invincibility period at the start. And yeah, you just stand in your own bomb explosions and mash more bombs and they keep exploding. And then you run around exploding for the first, 11 seconds of every map.
You have a huge time frame just to clear the map out. Question is, does the map automatically have the same loadout?
It does. From the save state, anyway.
The map's not preset where the exit is and such. So you gotta learn where they are and adapt from there. Alright, so it's... This might feel a little mechanical, but... Oh, forked it.
We've had this on the show twice before, I think, so there are
Twice,
SGL videos to check out. Oh, maybe just the once.
I think just once.
Was this on a Thursday show?
No, probably not.
That's odd. I don't remember it.
Oops.
Also, there's a way to manipulate a flame drop at the beginning. It's based off of how you kill that first enemy.
Flame drop would be handy.
Yeah, that increases the length of your bomb explosions by 1 tile.
What do you mean by how you kill the first enemy?
I think you want to plant the bomb 1 south of the top.
Yeah, if you walk directly to him immediately and do it in that little gap between, you'll get the flame drop.
So play around with that a little bit. Because you also, if possible, you want to kill that first guy as soon as you can. Also, you might blow up the flame drop if you're already exploding.
That was the problem that was
Yeah, you can kill your power-ups in this. That's kind of a cruel thing to do.
Hey, Ultimate Bohab. I like the name. We typically do... I think 3 is our average for Thursdays.
Yeah, usually about
today
3.
we're having a bit of a late start, so we might only do 2.
There we go.
We may do
see.
more. We'll see. We'll see how long people want to stick around.
Oh, man.
But probably won't do 4
How
today.
do you make the door up here at the end? Is it under a specific
It's under a
tile? I
block.
can't
It's a
remember.
specific one.
Yes.
Oh, so you don't have to kill everything.
No, you
Well,
just...
you do.
You do have to kill everything, but
All the
then you
enemies
have
and
to
then
make a
walk through the
specific
door.
tile. I just can't remember which one it is, and there's no...
If you bomb the door by accident, it spawns one of the enemies back.
Yeah, don't bomb the door. There's one level where you're gonna want to, your natural path is gonna take you right past the door.
Oh, okay. There's the door. All right, that's simple enough.
2, 3, 4. Okay, no, it's 1, 2, and then 1, 5. Okay, so we got to stage 5.
We need 1, 2, 3, 4 splits.
Yes.
Ooh, a Super Bomberman race.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Oops. Do it again.
It'd be a pretty good blind game, I think. Good blind race.
Yeah, I
can't
don't know
help
what
but
the-
feel like I've done a blind race of this a long time ago.
I don't know what the continue situation is in this game.
Unlimited.
Doesn't it have a password system or something?
There's a password, also unlimited continues. You start, I think, at the beginning of the area you're in. So, if you died in, 1-3 or 4, you'd end up in 1-1.
I see.
If you died at a boss, you get, 2 stages back, I think. It's pretty generous.
I think in 1-1 you should be able to kill all the enemies and get into the exit. Well, all the enemies and reveal the exit before your invincibility runs out.
Can't even find the exit.
It'll be in the same spot.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't remember where. Or know where.
Where's your voice? I thought it was over here.
Oh, okay. So you can reveal the exit before you kill everything. Hey,
Yeah,
escape.
definitely.
Well, if I can find where the exit is gonna be.
I thought the exit spawned in a different spot and then level 4. I'm totally crazy.
Oh well. All right, that's not the thing you blow up.
Viable option.
The roller skates carry over between levels, right?
Yeah. Roller skates, punch glove, kick, rope bombs. They all carry over until you die once.
Do you lose all of your bomb upgrades when you die?
No, you hold your power and your number. So you hold number of bombs and power if
Okay.
you die. But you lose all your other power-ups.
But everything else goes away. That's okay, as long as you keep the big ones, the distance and number of bombs.
There's a couple levels where you might want to die, actually, and get more invincibility.
Yep. Okay, level 5 I had in mind.
Yeah, the deaths look pretty quick. I also can't remember, do you need a power-up to kick bombs, or do you start out being able
Yes.
to kick them? Yeah, you do need a power-up, okay. Oh, Toad struggling with Rygar. Rygar's, that's a tricky game.
Yeah,
It's
I'll do that later.
Yeah, it's very frustrating to do right, and especially this section right before Sigilla's lair.
Oh yeah, that jump.
That outdoor area with all those like weird dudes that are flying by that drop eggs on you.
Oh, chicken dragons?
Sure. Those things are total garbage. The spawns. in
The
that
same
game
ones that
is
we had
insane.
in the same ones we had in the whatchamacallit, right? The-
Yeah, you would have had that on SGL. Yes, that was an SGL goal. It included that part.
Sorry.
Yeah, that section. I mean, you guys were starting from a save state, so you at least, if you were getting weird spawns, it's because you weren't playing consistently. But if you're starting from the beginning of the game, that part is completely. You have no idea what you're gonna get.
Oh man, I wonder the benefits of trying to manipulate a skate drop.
You can manipulate one in level 3, I think. Or level 2.
That would change the game
Oh,
for this
gosh,
save
it's
state.
Yeah, the skate drop is huge. Anything that increases your movement speed, obviously, is going to be big. But
Alright, so I keep splitting in level 1. Let's see, before we go too far, let's look at the video here. Homepage. Bomberman 3. That won't do.
yeah, there's a lot of Super Bomberman games.
Yeah, but that's the video on SGA. You don't actually have one. You don't actually have a run for Bomberman 1. Surprise, surprise. Next up. Speed runs back out.
What do you guys think of the original Bomberman, NES Bomberman?
Actually, never played the NES Bomberman.
I played it once forever ago.
Oh, gosh. No, Mr. Cav, I beat your time.
I mean, it's essentially the same game as this. There's really not very much that they add to this game that the original Bomberman didn't have. I mean, the enemies get a little more complex in this, I suppose, but
I just got a sweet drop in too. I wonder if I can reproduce that over and over.
All right, let's see.
Am I looking at the right game?
Yes, I think I can reproduce that.
Oh yes. There's a run by Garrison in this game.
Stupid, didn't even get it.
Does not apply for our. No, it's different.
No, it is.
There's no point in
different.
watching. There's no point in watching the video because it's not based off of our save state.
That's unfortunate.
I'm watching the fastest time on speed runs right now, and it just nope.
Yeah, the one that Garrison did, right?
No,
Or
it actually was was Mr. Cab I saw. No, it was wasn't Garrison, but basically you go south down, the door appears in the lower left corner, like it's all weird. Like it does not apply to this at all.
No, it doesn't. It's not the
So
same.
you're on your own.
All right, on our own. Got it.
There was the previous SGL episode too.
Oh yes.
It's hard to look that stuff up compared to some other things, but it's there.
I'm suddenly reminded of Burger Time again. That was.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe I can instantly reproduce getting escape into.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. That last lower right guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 100% dependent on like killing the guys in the order I'm killing them, but it's working.
Faster, faster.
Faster, faster.
Death.
I'm particularly fond of this level where you run around and just incinerate like an entire family of bunnies.
Do I lose speed? I think you do lose speed if you die. Yeah, I'm going a lot slower. So that speed only really applies for the next stage. Let's choose not to take Death Warp afterwards.
Wow, this guy got away from me. What a jerk.
It got really out of hand. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
Oh, so you have to choose between death warping and keeping your skate speed, huh?
Yeah.
Tough speed choice.
Dude, you bomb a jackass.
Oh yeah, the bomb enemy can also blow up the exit
He's a bomb,
and spawn
so
another
basically-
enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he hits the exit, basically guaranteed to fight an enemy. Oh god, why am I so stupid here?
And despite the fact that he is a bomb and your bombs blow up your own bombs, you can't blow him up when he's a bomb.
Yeah, if he's on the ground, he's invincible.
Yeah.
Oh, how do I spin that thing? That would be useful though. Oh, I can pull it up.
Oh, too close to the fire.
Oh, you gotta kill him in that spot, huh? Otherwise, nothing happens. Interesting. Oh god, one bomb too many.
Yeah, I remember when I was testing this, I had to make a note of when the invincibility ran out and keep my eyes on the timer for this first stage, because you can cut it pretty close.
That's true. You don't really get any warning. You just suddenly you'll be dead.
I think it's a one cycle of the clock up on top there. I'm looking at it now. I think for years, I never thought about that.
I wonder if it's worth it actually picking up the bomb power up in the first stage.
I'm not sure, honestly.
I mean, if most of what you're doing is chaining your own bombs, I don't see the value.
Give that one a little bit of reach. That can help you.
Oh, the flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, bomb would not be too useful, I think, but I think flame is. I think there's a couple situations where the extra reach takes out a handful of things that otherwise you have to kind of dip down to get
Right.
in some of
the
these
fla-
later stages.
The flame's not out of the way to go get. It's the extra bomb that is.
Oh, someone got bomb kick. There's some
Let's test.
tech to that, actually. There's a button you can use to
Yeah.
make the bomb stop after you kick it, and I can't remember what it is.
X.
Alright.
X locks in place. Also, kicking bombs at enemies hurt them. So it counts as a bomb hit when you hit them with the kick and stuff. So I don't lose it when I die, probably. But this rapid stage might actually be a little handier. We'll see.
Also, with the upgraded flames, it reaches things sooner, even if it's right in front of you, and you have to wait for it to explode before you can get through it. So
Okay.
that makes a bit of difference.
Ah. Curse you, stupidly good AI. Oh. What a jerk. That's not the kick it would be. That should be a matter.
Alright, that's not bad.
I almost have a strap. Green.
Where's the exit? Where's the exit? That's on level 5 exit.
Stage, are you looking for the exit for?
Can't find it yet.
You get that
There it is.
bomb to
Oh.
stretch a little bit longer.
Oh, right corner. Okay, so. Oh, bullshit.
Where's the exit in the stage again? Ah, it's there. That's right.
Oh, Bomberman's face blinks out like a TV when he dies.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
really weird.
He's a robot, maybe? I don't know. Robot. Yeah, did it again. The rabbits never see again either. Like you just kill them off and never come back. They're one stage only.
Do L and R do anything in this game?
R also stops kicks from the. If you kick a bomb, R will stop the bomb in place. Basically, it's a copy of X. So for this run, probably not important. Right corner. Oh, how did I force that spawn?
Heart.
Remote control bombs. I know again this early in the game.
That's really good
That's crazy good.
if you don't have infinite explosions and you're forced to sort of track them down the
I
old-fashioned
screwed up and
way.
killed myself. Your robots are pretty crazy. I never did get that early in the game.
Good handle on whether or not that was a good.
Why am I going this way? Just so.
Yeah, this goal is more of a test in routing than anything else.
No. Bad, dumb, stupid. Yep, deserve that.
It's a lot more important to know exactly what you're going to do with your opening 11 seconds than it is to sort of get better at moving
11 seconds? That's
or...
the shortest 11 seconds I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is actually a whole chunk of time you get those explosions.
Look, man, I'm not calling you a liar, but 11 seconds.
Wow, this blue guy's a jerk.
Yeah, blue guy eat your bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real pain.
Oh, remote bombs. Oh,
Come here,
goes
buddy.
Remote bombs.
Been talking with my mic off this whole time.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, I forgot how bad at Bomberman I am. Thank you, SGL, for reminding me.
I never forget how bad at Bomberman I am.
What?
And that blue guy eats all the bombs. He doesn't care. You just tried to kill yourself, and he ate the bomb out from under you.
Yeah, he's a jerk. I'm not even allowed to blow myself up.
Dedicated.
I don't blame him.
He has one job. He does it well.
What? How did that not kill him? There you go.
Oh, no, that's not how I'm supposed to do that.
So it looks like Ant was at least working with the flame upgrade. Oh no, you still have it when you die, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else seems to be mostly forgoing it.
I want to forgo it. I just can't figure out how to make it spawn. Like, it's right there. I just can't make it work.
It's all about where you plant the bomb on the first enemy.
Well, the problem is that in order to grab it, I was having to stop my bomb chain, and it was costing me too much time for me.
Yeah, I think like you can.
I think there's
run
a way to do it. I was just not doing
Yeah.
it.
That was my luck.
What I was doing was I would plant my first bomb over there, so it kills him.
Yeah, but like, in order to pick it up, I had to stop my bomb chain.
I think you can kind of stand on top of it when it spawns.
Oh. Yeah, I assure you I was doing nothing like that.
There's a way to get it pretty quickly.
Those guys aren't going anywhere. Oh.
So how's everyone in chat doing? There's some speedrun events going on. 12-hour challenge, big 20s,
No,
getting
rabbit.
close. I quite enjoyed watching Blecky try to get sub 5 in Super Mario. A very bold goal.
Yeah, so. Good 20's gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll lose the toad, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Oh, almost made that.
we go.
All right, note to self: don't blow up the end goal.
So the winning time for this goal was Dragon Dark with a 156.
Huh.
And after that, we got a 205 from John Carls, 213 from Blue Bomber. And then Goose didn't get a very good time. He had 308.
Call outs, dude.
Damn. This is why we have to hard not find guests. Oh, it's so close. There's one more guy in the corner who's coming up. I have to kill him first.
If I remember, I think Goose was not doing the chain explosion thing for quite a while.
That would do it to you. Oh wow. Okay.
And even messing up the stage, I'm only losing like 3 seconds.
Oh.
Ryan Stalter's impressed that we've advanced to the 16-bit era. We've had plenty of SNES games on the show before.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, we have. We tend to have a lot of NES games just because that's what people usually vote for. People really are in favor of NES, but Super Nintendo, a lot of games on Super Nintendo. There's more than there are SNES games. I mean, more than there are NES games, rather. Something like 750.
Yeah. We'll get a pretty good idea how many SNES games there are during the SNES Superstars Marathon.
Sure, there's at least 136 of them, because that's how many are in the marathon.
Wow. A marathon of 136 back-to-back SNES games over the course of 8 days.
Or 10.
Or 10.
Or 10.
Huge.
From the top runners for each game. How about that? That sounds like a good time that I would want to watch.
Maybe some more caffeine or something.
That's rude. To put the door right next to the entrance where I'm probably gonna bomb it.
Yep.
Yeah, bombing
We're trying
doors,
to get
watch
this.
out. In the original Bomberman, I think if you bombed the door, enemies would come out of it, right?
It still does.
That was in this one.
It does in this one, but I think, yeah, I think that's been a thing since the very beginning. It's just interesting that after all those years and many iterations of Bomberman, it's essentially the same thing. They basically came up with all the
Hitbox
mechanics
so-
from the start.
Hitbox is so
Hitboxes.
jacked.
Yeah, Bomberman didn't really change all that much until the N64 era.
Right.
When we got Bomberman 64 and the second attack.
Even the sequels were kind of the same thing. 2 and 3 and 4 were just different power-ups and oddball things and
Mm-hmm.
evil Bomberman, but still Bomberman.
But yeah, I mean, I think this even has exactly the same power-ups as the first Bomberman did. They just, cutesied it up a little bit and, made things animated, but it really is just the same game.
Let's do that. Yeah, my poor wrist. How much time until we're done practice?
We're not even keeping track. Just kidding. No, we got 25 minutes left.
Oh, wow. I don't think my hand was over.
Take a break and hope that your opponents don't use that extra practice time to learn something that you
Yeah, go ahead
didn't
and take a
figure
break, man.
Yeah,
ahead.
it's all on casualties.
Go take a
Nothing
break.
serious.
Go out for a drink.
What's that mean?
Don't be afraid to take a break, man. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta take it easy. Old age is hell.
Maybe take a nap. Don't
Dude.
even set an alarm.
I know I'm older than everyone assumes, but come on now. Oh, no, how'd that go so sour? Oh, pear-shaped. I should get a better rhythm. Not mash furiously.
Actually, falling asleep and not setting an alarm was why I got up basically in time for the show.
Hey.
I can't remember what I was dreaming about, but like something woke me up, and it wasn't like like wake up. It was like SGL. Like I woke up and I was like speedrun something. I don't know. Maybe I have some kind of weird internal clock.
Of course, we're not trauma. There we go. Kill that guy, kill yourself. That works a lot better.
Oh, well, that's not working at all.
Stage 4 is kind of butts.
Come here, buddy.
I don't know how Dragon Dark did it, but I'm gonna assume it was magic.
I'm pretty sure it was the flame drop.
I'm going with the sword of fire.
Dude, sometimes if you take a corner too sharp, you lose the chain, and it's just
Yeah.
it's very confusing because suddenly I'm walking around and it's like, wait, where did my bomb go?
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, why am I not exploding all the time?
Oh, no.
No. I bombed the door, and I was there like, okay, if anything, I'll just bomb the enemies that come out of the door. No, they have invincibility too.
I have a huge,
Yeah.
like, 8
They have a
times
lot of
window the
invincibility.
whole time. You get the rub your face a little bit, like, yeah, look what you did.
Yeah, I see where I'm gonna be losing. What? I see where I'm gonna be losing my time because I'm mashing and I'm there like, wait, don't mash when you get close to the door. That's dumb.
Antholds managed to spawn like 4 enemies out of the exit.
Yeah, it tracks, dude.
Disaster.
If you're doing bomb frenzy, it tracks all those bombs. Alright, can I kill all these rabbits up here on the first pass?
Ow! I just dropped a controller on my foot.
Oh, that's not smart.
Oh! Just slow that down.
At least it wasn't an Xbox
Right.
controller.
You're dropping like the lightest
No,
controllers.
my USB. No, my USB controller is like an Xbox
Oh, it is?
controller.
Yeah, but it's probably a 360, right? I'm talking about the
Yo,
original Xbox.
The Duke.
Mine's one of those
Yeah.
old school Logitech controllers,
Oh.
roughly as old as I am.
Filthy rabbit.
Got a Gravis gamepad.
Back,
Oh, that
when,
rabbit's the-
back when Logitech made controllers before USB existed.
Yeah, the game port,
You plugged into the
I'm gonna
game.
be
port?
honest.
Magic Carpet.
I didn't mind the Xbox controller because it was an adult-sized controller. Well,
Yeah,
plus
Shaq.
adult.
I certainly prefer Xbox controller to like using a Wiimote to play games.
I prefer the Wii Classic Pro.
Yep, that's pretty.
Oh
good.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I guess I'd be into that. If I liked spaceship-shaped controllers, I'd be into that.
But yeah, I have the Classic Controller Pro. I got a USB adapter for it, so works really well.
The one that I like is the Wii controller. That's like the other classic controller. Like before they made like a handle grip kind, they had one that looked like a glorified Super Nintendo controller.
Oh, the flat one.
It's it's a flat one and look, with two big circular halves to it, and the
I had a lot of problems with that. The wire came at the bottom instead of the top, so it made playing it really awkward. And also the old Wii Classic controller was too small for me compared to an SNES controller, so it was just really awkward to hold. Like my hands were always hurting when I was using
The
it.
Dragon Dart's got a 146.
It was a
50, wasn't it? 156 or something?
How the hell?
I refuse to accept that he got anything less than 3 minutes.
156.
I think what's gonna do, it'll be Dragon Dart. He does that. He pulls that out of his back pocket sometimes. I just don't know how he saved the time.
It's interesting.
Pretty sure it was the flame drop at the start.
Yeah,
Lucky
it looks,
for you guys, I have the video.
So you can manipulate that stuff, though. I think that's what he was doing, right? Manipulating his flame drop.
Yeah, everyone kind of knows about it, but figuring out how to collect it quickly and resume your bomb chain if it gets broken, or maintaining it the whole way through while still collecting it, whatever he did, that's what's giving people trouble. So a lot of people were like, not worth it, and started moving on without it. And
Research.
I mean, in reality, that extra bomb drop, the only difference, or the extra flame drop, only difference is you 1 or 2 bombs here now. Which is significant as far as time, because every time you drop a bomb, it costs a lot of time trying to wait for it to drop, or blow up.
The main advantage of it is that instead of waiting for a wall to explode, the longer flame will reach it before you get there, and it'll be mostly gone by the time you need to walk through it.
Yeah.
Because I just got, as far as all of my strats going right, I got about 210, but...
That's pretty good. It's definitely comparable.
We used the time loss to open the door the hard way.
Gonna have to watch this strat for picking it up in one. If that's all.
Yep. Thanks, Ark. I found the hard way, but thank you.
Hi, quick flash.
Oh, I see what Dragon Dark does. That's actually really smart.
Very clever. Okay.
I'm gonna watch this and also feel like it's smart.
Fill us in, Ark. What's happening?
Okay, let me scroll back so I get a replay of that from the very beginning. So he starts 1-1, and then he immediately walks over to the first enemy that you come to, and he places a bomb in between the two pillars that forces the enemy back down into the 2-tile wide hole, and he stands in the tile below the bomb. That means that when the enemy is bombed, he is standing on the fire tile, and then he can immediately start using the level 2 bombs to blow up the area.
Wow.
And he backtracks up to kill that guy who's up there.
Yeah.
For just a little bit, then continues
Eats
on.
the little time loss in the first stage and just blows the rest of the challenge.
I don't think I'm comfortable comparing myself to Dragon Dark.
Huh. The timing on it's weird though.
Yeah.
Or
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, because if you do it too fast, you'll blow up the power up.
Yeah, very clever. Okay. Very clever.
Damn, Dragon Dark, why you gotta be so smart?
At what time in the video is that?
I put it in the skip chat.
I get it.
Oh, okay. So you already highlighted the time. Okay.
Yep, that's the match start, and then Dragon Dark's initial
There we
run is like a couple seconds later. It is 3 resets.
Alright, so.
So the timing's pretty tight, but I think it is possible to open up the exit before your invincibility runs out.
On 1-1?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, even with the strat that I was using, it was... I could get to the exit and still blow up the exit and still have enemies still pop up on me. Oh, okay, that's how he does it. I see. Oh, actually, that's really smart.
Yeah.
Well, this may simplify things just a little bit. No! I made a save state!
Oh.
But I was using that save state.
Uh-oh. Alright, I got within these 3. There we go. Free kill. Nice jackass.
So late in the game, we're seeing some strat changes. Only about 13 and a half minutes left to put them to work.
Oh, damn. Great spot.
Yeah.
Alright, understandable.
Alright. Well, one run through with that saved about 40 seconds. And I'm still playing like an idiot. So yeah, that's a big change of pace there.
Yeah, this is gonna help because like none of my strats have to change. It's gonna be more efficient.
You can blow the power up if you step on it and drop bombs too fast.
Yes, you can.
You can actually. It seems like you can despawn it without like quote unquote blowing it up. Like I've just dropped a bomb where the power up was, and I didn't collect the power up. I thought that I had, but I hadn't.
Yeah, if there's something occupying a tile that something should spawn in, then it'll despawn. So since you dropped the bomb too early and the fire power was supposed to spawn there, it didn't actually spawn.
Inconvenient in the extreme, if I'm being honest.
No. Oh, nope. One bomb too many. Didn't get it. Oh man, power zone's where it's at.
Yeah, speed zone's the one where you start with all the speed upgrades, right?
Yeah, power zone start with all the upgrades.
Speed's kind of messed up. I was actually playing this somewhat recently with some friends, and the person who wins gets to like go bowling for power-ups.
Oh, that's number 2.
Yeah, and then you get that for like the first round of the next match.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them are like super overpowered. Like there's one that lets you go through walls.
There's one that lets you take an extra hit.
Yep. So
it's really unfair.
So like in Speed Zone, you could literally run into the corner where the person is trying to get out at the very start of the match and just plant a bomb there and kill them, and then go to the next person in their corner and get them. It was messed up.
Well, that's interesting to know.
Strat that was working before suddenly is not.
Yeah, it was real cheap in Bomberman 2. There's a lot of angry nights playing Super Bomberman 2. Oh, for God's sakes.
Damn it, I did it again.
I know. Oop, that's really.
Yeah, being able to pass through walls is a pretty overpowered ability.
I think it drops in like 2 stages in the whole game in Bomberman 1. Once in the flower area, once I think toward the end.
I'm trying to think of a game where being able to go through walls is not overpowered.
Uncharted.
A game with no walls,
die.
maybe.
Then you die.
That's
Actually,
I know.
Blaster Master.
Yeah.
Going through walls, you just fall and die.
You get stuck in it.
Get stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fights back.
that one's a little slower.
That
Oh.
wonderful soft lock of getting stuck in a wall. Which reminds me, Fizo, have you ever had the problem of where you go into stage or the second boss room and you jump out of the tank, you try to enter the door, and it
And you go
phases
through the
you
wall?
through the wall? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll happen. It's a 1-frame window, but if you're just holding left and you just hit select at the right spot, you'll go right through the wall. We had
Did it
that
by
as
accident.
right. We had that as a goal in SGL, and it must have happened like 7 or 8 times that night, or during during everyone's playing of it.
The first time it happened to me, I was just like, what'd I do?
Yeah.
Did I break the game?
Right, yeah, the very first time that I was routing that area, that happened to me, and I thought it was going to be a useful sequence break. But no.
I thought I found a useful sequence break in Castlevania 3 practicing for SGL. If you freeze something with Sypha next to a staircase and then start trying to go up the staircase, and then the item kind of pushes you upwards because it's in the way, you will still keep climbing a fake staircase that is higher up than the other one, and it also doesn't end when the real staircase ends, so you just keep climbing and you climb into the sky, but it just led to getting stuck in a wall.
Wow.
And then it actually would happen accidentally fairly often.
Yeah, you can climb like staircases up the air in Castlevania 3 when you're doing the memory corruption stuff too.
You filthy Gavon.
So close to having a decent time. I mean,
Eating all my bombs. Well, that's a time-based spawn. Wow, the roll control appeared by itself.
You didn't blow anything up; it just happened over time.
I was dead when it happened because the bomb guy was eating my bombs.
Interesting.
And then it just popped up in the bomb there. Unless the bomb enemy did it. I mean,
damn, that was
bomb
still a
enemy-
208? How garbage.
Lightyear, I think it lasts for 1 hit and it gives you another invulnerability period, like if you just start the game again. Damn. That's real tight.
I don't know how body armor works. I would guess that it
It
sticks
gives
with
you another invincibility period.
Oh,
But
that's nice.
what happens if you beat the level without using it? Do you keep it on the next level?
No, you flash to the next level, you start level, have your invincibility, and that's that.
Oh, I guess it like activates on pickup.
Yeah. I played a little too much Bomberman when I was a kid.
I see.
I don't think there's such a thing as too much Bomberman.
Yes, there is.
They're in lots
It's
of
also
problems.
known as any amount of Bomberman.
Ooh. Ooh.
Shots fired?
That's an orb. Orberman.
Got some
Oh,
Kid
no,
Icarus
that's fine.
music playing. It reminds me of our match last Saturday. Kid Icarus is a hard game.
It's very hard.
Any of you guys play Kid Icarus on SGL?
Not SGL, no.
No.
SGL.
Did you do it in the Big 20?
I did.
You were in that one, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I didn't end up doing the race, but I learned.
Well, you learned it.
it.
Yeah, it's a tough game. The vertical section's deceptively hard.
Let's try that. Let's get the body armor.
Why is there no Super Kid Icarus?
I don't know. I was more to that. They put it on Game Boy. They put it on other things. They never actually brought this SNES up.
How is the
They
boy?
totally I never played it. I saw it one time. I was like, oh wow, that's amazing.
It's okay.
And then
Played
they
a little bit of
suddenly it's like, oh, by the way, Smash Bros. It's that Pit guy.
Hmm.
Kid Icarus. No, his name's Pit.
That's Kid Icarus. Why can't Kid Icarus crawl?
Oh, goodness gracious.
I keep forgetting where the exit is. It's the last thing, right? I keep forgetting where that is. Oop. Derp.
I think I changed my mind. I want to go back to Castlevania Game Boy.
It's too late.
Yes.
Only joke.
Maybe next round we'll Hulk through Castlevania.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The good/bad news is
Ooh.
there's less than 4 minutes left, and then a 30-minute match, and then you don't have to play Bomberman anymore.
That's right.
Way.
You can play Super Kid Icarus next.
Super Kid.
Find the Russian ROM hack of that. I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Right. It's usually Super Nintendo games that are backported to NES, but maybe we can find some forward port.
Ports.
Huh.
I like hacking and Greek mythology. I can work with this.
Play Super Battle of Olympus.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That would be
Dude, I
fantastic.
played the Battle of Olympus game for Game Boy yesterday.
What?
Yeah, there's a Game Boy version of it.
That
yeah.
exists. Wow.
Like, not Crystallis? Like, Battle of Olympus?
Yeah. Battle of Olympus.
Wow.
Is it
I'm impressed.
Game Boy Color?
It's Game Boy. I was playing it on my Super Game Boy too. That's the only reason I know.
Interesting. Huh.
I'm not recommending it to anyone. I'm just saying it exists.
Oh, it's not
It
recommendable.
is, in fact, a thing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you like Battle of Olympus, it looked like a pretty faithful Game Boy recreation of the NES game.
I see.
Why couldn't they have just done that with Zelda 2?
Zelda 2 Game Boy?
Would have been dope.
Link's Awakening?
I saw you learning Link's Awakening for the 12-hour challenge. Very good
Yeah, I
choice.
got a 116 yesterday.
Cool.
I like that game a lot.
All right, jerk. I need you to stop eating my bombs.
I was eating your bombs.
They're just so tasty.
Poor guy.
Guys, mute your mics if you're going to eat bombs, okay?
Aren't you guys killing him with bomb chains?
Yay. It's a good time. I didn't think it was possible.
They are running the game, to answer the question here, they're running the game somewhat blind. These guys have never speedrun Super Bomberman before, and we're giving them an hour to learn to do 5 levels of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how well they have learned this. They're going to have half an hour to do attempts at this and see what kind of times they get. And we're about to
Alright,
start that.
So I have, as my sum of current bests, a 2-minute flat, roughly.
Nice. I got 204s on best currently.
204.
Yeah, at the very last second, I found an alternate strat for 1.5 that's working a little better for me.
Oh, cool.
Because my previous was 206.
How'd you survive? Interesting.
Anyone else care to share your PB so far?
Well, not after hearing a 206 and a 2 flat.
Okay.
Hey, 204. Give me some credit.
Yeah, 2 flat, that's the best I can do. I'm going to so infrequently get to 1-5 that I'm never going to remember how to do my strat when we're actually doing match.
I didn't even put my sports in yet.
Keep in mind, that's not my PB, that's my sum of best.
Let's try it again.
That's your sum
Okay.
of best. Okay, not a PB.
Ooh, that's reassuring.
All right, well, practice time has run out, so I guess we're gonna do some matches here. Get our scene set up, and we'll go.
Here we go.
It says the moment your character disappears in the exit square. Is that the moment you can no longer see him, or the moment you're locked in there?
Probably the moment you can no longer see him.
I think I may have done the timing for that episode, and that's probably what I would have done.
You did do the timing for that episode.
How do I make it stop showing me frame count on here?
Okay, there we go.
It's probably under
There it is.
view.
No.
It's under video, and then no, it's under emulator, display.
All right. Well,
That's right.
we get just about set up here. Let me welcome everyone to SGL, Speed Gaming League, the ongoing speedrun competition that combines skill, strategy, and fun. We're into the start of Season 2 now, and today we're going to be playing some mystery games. If this is your first time, nice to see you with in the chat. Then basically we gave these guys a list of games, and we give them goals from their top picks. Then they have just 1 hour to practice each game before they try to give us the best runs they can in a series of 30-minute matches. So our first game tonight is Super Bomberman. These guys are all practiced up, and we're getting ready to go into our first 30-minute match. I am Mythical 9, and with me, as always, is Feasel.
Hello.
I've been thinking maybe we should talk about the players a little more.
Before we start them off, we should get a sense of who we're talking to here.
Yeah. So,
All right.
yeah, to ask these guys what are speed running? What are you doing?
What do you do? Okay.
If people go to your channel, what are they going to see?
All right, so Anhole is a person who joined us relatively recently. He's been on a few episodes, though, so far. So, Anhole, what do you do? What do you do speedrun-wise?
Mic is muted.
That
Keep
happens.
doing that because my heater's running. Hello, everyone. I've been streaming for a little over a year now. I am into like speedrunning and racing type things on SRL, though I haven't done that in a while. Right now I'm focused on the Big 20. I've been doing that pretty hard lately, but I don't really have anything that I am like dead set, like this is what I run. So that's hard to say, but I like racing against people more than anything.
Nice.
I like SGL a lot.
Well, sounds good. It's good to hear. Yeah, it is fun to get into speedrunning by racing because you always have other people doing the same thing as you. You're never just by yourself on your own. Cool. Well, thank you. And Author Blue's up here in the top right screen. Author Blue's done a lot of things. Why don't you tell us everything that you do speedrun wise?
I don't think you want me to tell you everything I've done speedrun-wise. Last time I counted, it was more than 100 speed games.
That's right. Yeah, I think you're one of the most prolific runners. If you look at like the stats on speedrun.com, for example, I think you've got maybe among the most submissions.
I pride myself on that detail. I mostly run Super Mario World and then whatever else I feel like that week.
Sounds
I
good.
learn games. I don't really run them.
Right, yeah, learn a game, do some runs, move on to the next one.
A speedrun scholar.
There you go.
All right. Cool. And in the lower left here, we got Scratch Dragon, another relatively new addition to the show. What do you do speed gaming wise, Scratch Dragon?
I actually only started speedrunning like 3 months ago. So,
Nice.
I'm actually learning the Big 20 now, which I'm not regretting, but learning the tribulations of that. Blaster Master, and I play Mario Maker actually.
Oh, neat. Cool. Well, good to see another person joining the Blaster Master tournament. And hope you find some good games by playing on SGL. I think it's a good spot, a good place to just be put in contact with games you might not otherwise pick up. So good to have you. In the lower
thank
right,
you.
lower right, we got Seawolf. The Seawolf one's been one of our, I think he's one of our longest running SGL participants, right? You've been in it
Episode
since-
3.
Episode 3? Yeah.
Yeah, episode 3.
The third one.
And not season 2, season 1.
Yeah, season 1.
So episode of like 75 or something. He was number 3.
Like quite a few. But yeah, no, basically into Big 20 right now. Usually normally running Guardian Legend, Demon's Crest, getting back into that. Like doing randomizers a lot, did a lot more last year. Have to get back into that. But I haven't really been on the racing scene for a while. But definitely want to get back into the actual IRC and get the actual races again. And SGL obviously is kind of scratch the itch, so it's kind of less urge like randomly do stuff. But yeah, enjoying randomizers, it's casual stuff, and then a few games really intensely for like years on end. So that's kind of how it works.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for being on, all four of you guys. This is going to be fun. You want to start this match off and see if your Bomberman practice paid off?
Well, first we gotta get rid of this GIF on Author Blues'
Alright.
screen, and
We
then
demand
we'll be
to see
ready to
Author
start
Blues.
this match.
We demand to see his game.
Gone. It's gone.
Okay, guys.
But
I'm
that's. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
mash R for us and let us.
Right, I'm
see
going to give
that
you guys
you're
the
starting
countdown
at
here.
0.0 on the timer.
All right, so
Everyone's good.
looks like everyone's good. Okay, I'm going to give you the countdown in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey!
Good luck, everyone.
You guys too. You guys have good luck.
Good luck, guys.
That was kind of fun. We'll see what happens.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that fun thing.
Of course, just as we start, my internet decides it wants to give us a little hiccup here.
Oops.
Awesome.
Internet, please.
Yep, just as we started. Looks like we're doing okay, though.
Alright.
So what's going on is these guys are playing some Super Bomberman in an emulator from a save state, so the randomness actually of this game is completely set for these guys. They know where the enemies are going to be, what they're going to do, and where the exit is, most importantly. And so that changes things, but it's gonna make for a sort of different competition from your typical Bomberman speedrun. Not that the Bomberman scene is too hot, I think. I don't know. I'm curious now. Is there a Bomberman community out there, hard at work every day?
I don't know.
There probably is.
I'd like to know. That's how it goes in the speedrun community, actually. For every game, there's someone out there. And yeah, so these guys are going to do their best to give us a run of levels 1-1 through 1-5. And when they're done, they're going to use a fancy custom script to upload it to our servers. And timing referee Arcano, say hello,
Come on.
Arcano.
Nope,
The new
he's
mic
busy.
that might be muted.
Hard at work.
He's busy.
He actually said he's AFK from it.
Okay, nice. I see that now. We'll introduce him later. But he's going to be doing our timing. So he's going to play these runs back in an emulator and get the timing down to the frame, so we will know who is the winner in a photo finish.
You can get it actually.
So these guys spend an hour learning Bomberman, and about 45 minutes in, everyone kind of reevaluated their strats and looked into some of the stuff that players were doing the last time we had this goal on the show. And I think everyone kind of opted to incorporate it into their run at least a little bit. So these runs are definitely a little more raw, I think, than they would have been. And I expect to see them get ironed out pretty consistently over these next 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, there it goes. Complete slot there.
First run on the board is a 215 from the Seawolf.
Yeah.
He's not happy with it, but it's good to get a time on there. Of course, the big strat here is making full use of your invincibility at the start of a stage. Basically, you're constantly dropping bombs into your own explosion and chaining them together, so you just run around exploding for about 11 seconds. It's good enough to clear out most stages. So there's some routing involved as to really maximizing these first 11 seconds and then adjusting to what happens afterwards. Maybe a little bit of improvisation, tracking down an enemy or two.
God willing, there should be no improvisation.
So it's really an exercise in routing here, more than execution. Though certainly execution is a part of it, as we're seeing. Rounding corners too quickly can break your bomb chain. So actually over-executing is the thing. But I think definitely the person with the best route is going to be the person who wins this match. The goal for this is 1-1 through 1-5.
There we go. Just put it up there. 1-1 through 1-5. So, tell us a little bit about randomness. These are not completely random here. These guys can actually route out what they're going to do.
Yeah, even very, very random stuff like enemy drops can be manipulated here from this save state. I think the enemy drops, they're not quite frame-based, but it's pretty close. If you kill an enemy on a different tile, he might give you a different drop. So normally not the kind of thing you can manipulate at all. But from this save state, this enemy is pretty close, so you can get there consistently and kill him at about the same way at about the same time and count on getting this flame drop. And that's the big routing difference that everyone has incorporated here late into practice. You might think, well, if I can explode wherever I want, what does the extra flame matter? But the extra reach is, it will take out a couple of walls to your sides that might get in your way later. But the biggest thing is when you're just trying to go forwards, the flames will reach out and hit those walls sooner and get them blowing up sooner so that they're out of your way by the time you get to them. Without it, otherwise you spend a lot of time waiting for walls to disappear. In addition to drops, there's also the exit. The exit is normally randomized, and you have to blow up all these things looking for it. But for all 5 levels, actually, and maybe the entire game, I don't know the extent of it, but from this save state, the exit locations are set. So that's good for this show, this competition. It's not good to have a huge random element like that. It can be fun to test players' abilities to sort of react to the different patterns luck can give you, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make for a very even competition. So we're thankful that luck can be minimized at the way it is in this goal.
Yeah, fortunately, we can lead to some pretty consistent times, I guess, although the last time we had this goal on the show, we had some a wide variation between the players. It wasn't a very close match, and I don't know if it's really because of a difference in player skill, just as so much as a matter of being really hard to nail that perfect run and, manipulating everything and planning everything out.
I think Dragon Dart had the better route through
Yeah.
those stages.
Yeah, so it was clear why he had the only sub-2 time.
Yeah.
Watching the VOD back, it was very clearly a routing difference there were a lot of points in the previous match where players were not taking advantage of the mechanics of the game. So that led to a bunch of less than ideal times.
I think Goost in particular was not clued into the invincibility explosion thing until fairly late into practice. So he had a lot of trouble implementing that into his route. That voice you heard, by the way, is our timing referee Arcana with a fresh new mic.
Yep. Had some mic issues a little while back, but that's all sorted out with this new headset.
Nice. I tried to introduce you earlier and didn't see that you were away because I'm bad.
Yeah, sorry about that.
This is mostly on me. So yeah, we got that. Got Arcana introduction. And looks like Seawolf he's got 2 runs on the board and he's on his way to a 3rd here. Antol's wrapping up one of his. It's going to be a 219.
Oh no. Get back to me. Which means we hit that bomb again.
It actually is possible to incorporate a death into your route. You warp over to the top left corner. In most cases, that's bad, but there is a level or two where that might be okay. But the biggest thing is you get that invincibility time back, so you get a whole nother 11 seconds to run around and clean up anything you missed the first time around. Another possibility that I don't think Dragon Dark used was manipulating a escape drop from an enemy in the first stage. You kind of have to slow down a little bit to get it. But, I mean, moving faster, obviously a huge advantage. And it is a fairly significant speed upgrade. So we saw some players mess around with that a little bit.
Well, so far still only 1 run on the board. Oh no, 2. Antol's got the 19. It's just not on the board.
Yep, I'm timing it right now.
Let's see if that fixes it. Alright, hopefully I've fixed the stream buffering problems. I think we should be good from here.
There's a bit of reluctance for the player. Oh, hold on. The sneeze is coming.
Oh,
wait for it. Alright, well,
no,
so
I got the mute button ready. I'm on it.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was just pointing out that the 204 that Seawolf has right here is, I think, the best PB time that we heard reported from practice, and we did see, what was it, 2 minutes flat? What was the second place time the first time we did this goal?
156.
That was the first place time, and what was the second place time?
It was over 2 minutes.
It was over 2 minutes.
205.
205. So this is about on par with, who was the other person who had that?
John Carls
John
had a
Carls.
205.
Okay. There's Anthol's 218. But so far we know that Author Blue's sum of best was about 2 minutes. So we're told. So I think that 204 is definitely touchable. We've even seen Seawolf getting ahead of his splits during his attempts.
At that time.
There's a bit of reluctance for these players to be aggressive with their bombs near the exit, because if you place a bomb anywhere near the exit and the flame touches it, then it spawns an enemy, and of course you need to kill all the enemies in order to exit the stage. But in addition to that, that enemy has its own invincibility time, and it's quite similar to yours at the start of a level, so you're actually forced to watch him run around for a good 5-6 seconds.
Actually, get that. See what happens.
And of course the enemy is spawning from the exit, so he's probably going to be close by, and so blowing him up with a bomb without hitting the exit again, usually a challenge. Author Blues has managed to pick up, well, he's got a flame to spawn here. It's out of the way, so he's probably not going to grab it, but I wonder what the benefits of a third tile to your flame might bring.
I love that those bomb guys don't seem to be following my previous manipulation. Everything I learned was wrong.
Oh god, corner in. One corner, eat my bombs.
So it looks like Author Blues has had one run that kind of got out of these first 2 levels, but otherwise has been spending most of his time there. Scratch Dragon's working his way through final level here. Couldn't quite catch up to that bomb. And also spawned another enemy there. And then its third enemy. So it's all kind of spiraling out of control. Looks like he's going to finish it out to get on the board. Although the bomb enemies that spawned from the exit are now blowing up the exit and spawning more enemies.
Wow. Mistakes were made.
We actually had a game over there.
Oh no.
So he's not going to be able to finish that out and get on the board. I think he's capable of a better time than that anyways, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Seawolf he's definitely deviated from his route here, but he did manage to pick up a skate.
Doesn't help that much, unfortunately.
I find it a lot harder to chain when you got the skate.
I split early. That's fine. Like a lot early. I was just so excited to split.
Alright, so it's probably not a 158.5. It's probably just a little over 2 minutes, but still, very likely that's going to be a new first place time from Author Blues.
Oh no, I didn't feel like that. Sneaky badger.
And 158.5.
Nice.
Very nice.
What was Dragon Dart's Ratchet?
156.
156.
Pretty sure that's below 2 minutes actually, but not by much.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really tough reacting to how much time you've lost basically while you're running around doing these explosions. Mega Man, I'm casting too much Mega Man. Bomberman can take these corners you can basically take these corners more cleanly than other corners, and that means you're going to see a slight variation in your time as you get to certain spots on the map, and that means you can kind of stretch out what you do with your invincibility time a little bit, but it doesn't give you a very great indication of when it's going to run out. So reacting to how fast you've made your way around the map and knowing when it's going to run out and what you can manage to do, what your last bomb can be, is a little tricky. One of the elements of execution here. I'm pretty sure it is possible to kill all the enemies and open up the exit and get the flame drop in the first level. But the timing is really tight. Yeah, the Sea Wolf just got it.
Yep,
Very
it is
tight.
possible.
First try in like 40 attempts. It's possible. Just sucks.
And of course, if you don't get it, you could just reset, but you could also wait, plant a bomb, dodge it and not die, and then go through the exit and just accept that you lost a little bit of time in exchange for having a run getting out of the first stage. I think eventually the competition might get stiff enough here that reset is going to be the only way to go in that situation.
I accidentally cleared my splits.
Damn. Lost those 3 seconds.
Scratch Dragon is on the board with a 226.
Good.
It's probably going to land him in 4th place still, but it's a heck of a lot better than a DNF. And he's working on improving that.
How much longer do we have?
You have a little over 11 minutes left.
Let me in. Oh, we got 5 things saved. What a waste.
Seawolf had pretty big green numbers going into that first stage, lost a bit of time in the second, gained some more in the third, despite leaving an enemy alive near the exit.
Damn it. Alright.
Just gonna eat a death there.
Oh no.
Get his invincibility back.
How'd I lose the man? Oh, lost the bomb chain. What trash.
Ends up with about the same time. 204. He's not gonna submit it. You can go ahead and submit that, and Arcana will time it to make sure whether or not it's faster or slower, but I think he's
That was.
pretty...
I was standing on the tile, but I was apparently
Oh.
like just a pixel off, and I was just standing there like.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think maybe if you're standing directly on it, like if you're standing in a spot that normally would trigger the end,
There we go.
but an enemy is not dead and then an enemy dies, I don't know if the game checks to see if you're standing there and take you out. You might have to do a D-pad input.
I think it does check.
Yeah, it does. I was standing just barely off tile.
It is pretty picky
Oh
about
no, why did I move so fast?
where you are.
I did it again.
Bomberman can occupy pretty much any pixel in between all these tiles. It's definitely not a tile-based game, but the game only checks to see if you're fully in the exit tile before it moves you on to the next stage.
Got it.
Scratch Dragon with a 217 here,
Nailed it.
challenging Anthole.
Ooh.
We'll see what happens when the numbers come in. Seawolf going to the last stage with -5.
Oh, jeez. That's a real time. It's like a real people time.
Don't say it. Oh, I got greedy.
Tried to kill that last enemy and the exit. Wow.
I thought speedrunning was about being greedy.
Still, 5 seconds
Still
left.
through the exit with a 158.5, and it's a real 158.5.
Wow. Come on, that's just rude.
It is a little weird. But yeah, a very good time from the Seawolf, and he did have a pretty costly error there right at the end, so it is possible to go lower.
Whew.
Worth it.
Or Film Kid in chat is
Yeah.
cheering for everyone equally.
Age of K.
That's cool.
I'm also cheering for everyone equally, if anyone's curious.
Normally there's an Author Blues fan or two in chat.
Yeah.
I'm an Author Blues fan.
Oh. I'm a fan of everyone equally. Okay, I'm very egalitarian when it comes to.
Are you from the neutral planet?
Oh, come on.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Finally got that strat. That strat's so hard for me.
It's a real pain.
Yeah, I
Like-
know. You feel me.
But it gets it, so -2 here on the first split for Author Blues.
Right. Oh, gotcha. Ruined everything.
That would be enough to catch Seawolf. So both these players capable of going lower. And there's less than 7 minutes left in this match now. Meanwhile, we're
What?
seeing a battle between Scratch Dragon and Antol appear here. Scratch Dragon officially in the lead
Oh, wait.
with 217.
Nope, just watched it.
And Antol just behind with a 218.
Fast. How many frames you have to grab that item drop bomb? Nope.
How much time we have left?
6 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Firestorm is cheering for the bombs themselves. I hope he means your bombs and not the enemy bombs.
Good choice. Never know.
I kind of like those enemy bombs, though.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
Got a lot of
They're clever.
character.
You say that until they start blowing up the exit.
Yeah. You go to kill them, but they're
called,
invincible, and then they explode the exit and spawn another one of them.
What's it called?
And
Mana
suddenly
bombs.
they're not so cute.
Bad. Roy Brown.
What?
Author Blues grabbing the skate upgrade and getting into the exit pretty much even.
Good. Oh, this is time save.
So I have painstakingly gone through the old VOD to get Dragon Dark's times on his splits. Although not necessarily from his splits. I did manual timing to get slightly more accurate splits.
Wow.
And for every stage. And I can tell you that the closest player to Dragon Dark splits is the Seawolf.
Oh.
Wow. Rub it in, why don't you? You know, that guy who's in first place, turns out he's playing a lot like the last guy who got first place.
Nope.
I don't know if Dragon Dark collected the skates, though.
He did not.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
really
I might
interested
have to
see.
stop, because I gotta be honest with you, it's only messing me up at this point.
So
Grabbing that skate, though, and not losing much time at all.
Like I had a lot more
Splits.
time saved too.
I feel like there's potential there.
Is it 3 more
For a
seconds to
full
finish?
game run, maybe, but for this goal, I disagree. You can complete the first 2 stages within the invincibility time. Like, you can open up the exit, and the first stage you can't actually go into the exit. Or yes, you can during the invincibility time. And the second stage, if you do a precise bomb, you can blow up the last enemy, not hit the exit, and then go into the exit while your invincibility is still going. So Dragon Dark's first stage is a 14.2 by my timing. His second stage is a 30.6 by my timing.
So it looks like Author Blues is going into the second stage exit.
Nope,
about
nope, just never mind.
5 seconds behind. Regardless of how that run was going out, he basically is sacrificing 5 seconds to collect the skates, and then it's a question of, from that second level over the next 3 levels, do the skates save 5 seconds? And that is an incredibly difficult question to answer, especially when there's only 3 minutes left in this match.
I can tell you this, Author Blues is not saving time from the skates per se. He is saving time because Dragon Dark in the final level takes a death instead of just slowing down a little bit and going in safely to the exit. He takes a death at the very end and then goes back in and does another set of bomb chains to clear the last enemy and then the exit.
Meanwhile, the Seawolf has come in with a 156.4, challenging the
Oh, you jerk.
previously known best.
Wow. When we first mentioned that 156 was our best time from the last time, everyone kind of balked at that. Like, no way, forget it, we're done. But we've already got one guy with 156 and someone else who's pretty close.
Keep walking away from that bomb before he's dead.
Well, less than 2 minutes left on the clock, so enough time to do most of a run and then have one last reset as the timer runs out.
Or more than likely 5 resets in the first level.
Exactly.
How do you get away?
So now that time is almost up, I wanna say something else that I noticed earlier. In practice, we had other blues end with a sum of best of about 2 minutes. He was 12 seconds behind Dragon Dark going into the last stage, and then ended 4 seconds behind.
Wow, saving 8 seconds in that stage with no death abuse.
Huh.
Yeah, my mom's pretty proud of me too.
We're all proud of you, buddy.
Shit, I'm not feeling very proud of myself right now, but appreciate it.
Well, we have Seawolf's time up there on the board now. It's 156.4.
Oh, Anthole about to get a run finished. It wasn't going to be faster, but still ruined by bombing the exit at the last possible moment.
We all know that pain.
That's right, you don't want to do that. Spawns more enemies that you have to kill.
It's usually a bad idea. Unless you're going for points.
Don't forget, it doesn't just spawn enemies, it spawns invincible enemies.
Invincible
You have to
enemies,
kill.
right. Okay, well, it is last call. This is your last chance to reset, guys. Okay, no more resets.
So these players are all now on their last run.
Well, that's the end of that.
Jerk.
Yep, this is a reset heavy goal, so I'm expecting a rather anticlimactic end here with a bunch of sudden deaths.
Ooh, ice cream.
What does the ice cream do?
Never mind.
It's-
That was it. That
50,000
was
points.
the thing. That was it. Bye. Bye, guys.
All right, Author Blues has left the building, not literally, but figuratively.
Oh, I saw that. That was awful.
Oh, come on, guys.
I almost did a video game.
Did I do the thing?
A little more.
Good one, Seawolf. Seriously.
Yeah, bring them all back.
Dude, I was 3 seconds
Ah, kill 'em all.
ahead a few times.
Nice, I got them all back. Yeah, that one run was pretty sick. In stage 2, stage 4, that one floater guy in the left corner goes back down. You can catch him on the way back from the.
Yes, that was
left.
exactly what ended up gaining me my time and the reason why I couldn't complete any more runs. I couldn't
Yeah,
get that one guy to start.
Yeah,
or
it's
to
his
keep
choice.
coming down.
It's his choice. He can come down or doesn't have to come down. Hit that corner, he can go up or down. Doesn't matter.
The one run that I got my 59, he came down and I was able to kill everyone but the top right guy in one chain.
Right.
And then every run after that, I would get there with like 3 seconds ahead, and he would just like wander off into space.
That guy in 4 and in 5, the third bomb might hang by the other bombs or it might go away from you.
Yeah, I didn't once get the quick kill pattern I had in 5 in practice.
There was 2 more seconds to be saved in Area 5 as I died accidentally at the very end. So basically,
Right.
you could survive that, kill that last bomb, and walk to the exit, and save about probably about 54. Is my guess.
Goodness, you had a sub 1 by stage 3.
Yeah.
Yep, 59.8. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, look-
Scratch Dragon's run there ends with a death as time creeps over the 218 mark. So that was Anthol, sorry.
I was about to say, wait, what?
Yeah, so
Spoilers, I'm still playing.
that is the last run live here in this match. So these times on the leaderboard are going to stand. The winner is the Seawolf 1 with an impressive 156 point. Can't read. I have a
4.
tiny little.
156.4.
Well, I wanted to read the actual. Well, it is 4 flat.
Ooh,
Or
yep.
is it?
Nailed it.
Yes, it is.
Save,
4-0.
to save bandwidth, I went with the mobile version.
Ah.
So I get 156 point.
I did it again. The frame purpose stopped.
Author Blues with a 159.11. Scratch Dragon with a 213. Maybe.
So we all beat the
213,
second place from last time.
Someone else has to read these numbers.
It's Seawolf with a 156.4, Author Blues with a 159.11, Scratch Dragon, me, yay, with a 213.49, and Anthole with a 218.98.
All
I think
right.
you also beat second place from last time. That's pretty good.
Yeah, actually, second place and third place from last time were 209.
205?
205.55 and 213.59.
That's a nice job.
Yeah, you guys really seem to have the hang of that.
Yeah, it's funny how the minute strats make such a big difference, because I was watching their final runs and I was there like, oh, is that how you do 1-3?
Yeah, you kill this enemy in this way, and suddenly now you're free to go over here and start killing these enemies, and it compounds.
Oh.
So,
Yeah,
we're not done tonight.
We're not done tonight by far. We have 6 people right now, unless anyone is going to step out.
I'm probably gonna drop out actually.
Okay.
But it's
Get
been
that.
fun.
All right. Well, thanks for
I
being.
miss you guys. Bye.
Miss you, buddy.
So sad.
Later.
Bye,
Oh, we gone. You hear that? Later.
All right. So
All right.
then we have
Yeah,
5
5.
people. So we'll probably do a 4-way match and just have one person take a break for a little bit,
I'll sit out one. That's fine. So
if you don't
I'll
mind.
sit one out and commentate. Fine by me.
Sounds good.
Well, we've got 2 players waiting, right?
Yep. We have Mikey and Lightyear. So we're gonna
Well,
have Seawolf sit
hold
out.
on. We're getting
I'll stop.
people tisking for dropping out here.
Hey.
I'm not a fan of this
Whoa.
because Thursday's a drop in, drop out
Yeah, the
format. The idea is you can, you don't have to commit. You can, I want to do a thing, come in, do the thing, and then, all right, I'm done with the thing. I'm gonna go.
preview. All right.
SGL dropouts.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one
I'll
more
stop my stream real
myself.
fast. I'll hop onto the actual site page and watch it.
So we're all very happy Author Blues came to play a match for us.
All right. Let's determine what the next mystery game is.
Maybe Demon's Bros.
Maybe it is. It could be.
You wish.
I know. You got me. It's true.
I'm sorry I ruined everything for you. Hey, that One Punch Man gif.
Man versus mosquito. Mosquito always wins. All right. So I'm backing out. My stream is down, so if it wants the slot forward, get back to them.
I don't know. I like this gif a lot.
So I have untold sizable gifts in my folder, just from years of collecting stupid things.
Oh no, I decided not to do that anymore.
Good choice. All right, I'll be right back. I'll do some commentating.
So these other players have also joined the voting.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think it's one of 2 things here. I'm just trying to see if there's any conflicts.
Oh goodness, all the one punch. Apparently it duplicated my stream twice more.
Yeah, that happens when people drop out. Here we can.
Ah.
I can delete those.
No, it's fine. I enjoy
it's
watching.
confusing to have them there anyway. It's alright.
Yeah, basically the live streamer titles all the videos the same.
Yeah.
So when one of them closes, OBS looks for that name and says, "Oh, well, this one has that name, so I'm going to put that one there." Let's see.
Falcon Punch indeed. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the chat while we get everything ready. I like watching
I'm back.
the chat. Oh, he's back. All right. I have someone else to talk to besides the chat.
Ready.
But I don't know. I really did like One Punch Man, to be honest. I thought it was actually really good considering.
I laughed at that a few times. That's all I was there for.
I still need to watch it, but I hear that somehow the actual comic is still better animated than that.
Yeah. No,
Well, yeah, but that goes for like 90% of animes, to be honest. But I hear another one's coming out, Psycho Mob, that's done by the same artist, and it's supposed to be really good too.
Yeah, speaking of anime, like, there's just so many anime that either aren't as good as the manga or do some strange things that just make it not.
Or they decide to start making the anime before the manga is even finished. And
That's not
therefore
always
you
a
get
bad
filler.
decision.
You have to do filler, or you have to make your own ending, and then they have to remake it 3 years down the line with the actual ending.
Oh, I can't.
That
That's
sounds- That sounds like a poke at Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, it definitely is.
Just making sure.
The original Full Metal Alchemist anime wasn't that bad. Like,
No.
No, they did a good job with the ending that they made up. It was
But
yeah,
they-
it,
yeah,
it
but it
followed
was
all the
still-
same themes. It was a well thought out story, and if you take it for what it is, then it's actually a really entertaining watch.
yeah, I enjoyed it. It's
That's
just
the
sort
joke.
of,
But but no one takes things for it is, and everyone likes to complain. Oh, this was so much better than the other thing. It's like
the
the
joke. Though, just-
yeah, but
All right, looks
Oh,
like our
well.
goal's posted. You guys can have at it.
Uh-oh.
wait a second.
I see Bubsy.
Are we actually playing Bubsy? Oh no, we're not playing Bubsy. You
Oh,
lied
thank
to
God. I see him. I see it on my stream. I see a cat with yarn. I'm just telling you what I see.
That would be a
That's all.
hell of an April's Fool.
I call it like I see
Fool's
it, man.
thing. Give you guys all those games to vote on, and then nah, it's Bubsy.
Joke's on you.
A
and then
surprise.
you say,
Give us-
"Don't
give us the
worry, we're
list.
not going to do that for the next
Choose-
one." And then
Choose your game. It's just one game. Just Bubsy. Make us choose
Let's
it.
vote.
Make
And
us do
it's
the
like,
joke.
surprise! You thought you were going to get a real game, but it was Bubsy.
It's like Saw. It's like.
But
you
then
have
you're
to
like,
choose
"Oh,
a
don't worry, we're not going to do that with the second game." And then the second game was Bubsy.
game. We turn his name in the chat. I apologize.
Bubsy as well, or Bubsy 2?
2.
Okay.
Two.
Super Turrican. There we go. The real game.
Oh, there it is.
Super Bio Commando. Sort of. Actually, I haven't played Turrican that much.
I actually have my controller plugged into my computer. Wait a minute.
Does somebody have
I
the
heard
stream on
plug-
in the background?
I do not know. Because I hear myself 40 times to do that.
So that's done.
I have my controller plugged into my computer. Wait a minute.
Oh, I think audio is coming through 6. So you can just
It's
mute that.
Lightyear.
That should fix it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's what it was.
Oh, robot. Why?
Okay.
Poor robot.
Poor robot. Oh, that's not a gift. That's actually Super Turrican.
That's what it's gonna look like. You playing Super Turrican. Uh-oh.
I haven't really played that much, so I couldn't tell you. Probably awkward. Having never played it at all. Alrighty. Super Turrican. Which, to my knowledge, plays like a really fast-paced Bionic Commando. More like Contra.
Bionic Commando? More like Contra, right?
Yeah.
Alright, what are the goals here? 1 and 2? 1 and 2.
Sounds right.
What you should know is what MTI did not know
The
when
roll.
you played this, is that you can press down to turn into a ball and go really fast.
I was just about to mention that because I remember that match because he learned about it like what, about 5 minutes into the match? 15?
Yeah. It was a main game goal too, so everyone like knew exactly how to use this awkward rolling mechanic to great effect, and he was just completely lost.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
So there's definitely some controls you're gonna have to get used to. And figuring out how you're gonna use this roll and where
I hesitate.
is also another issue. There's probably video resources to help you out with that part. But getting used to these controls, no video is going to help you with that part.
So how do you turn into the ball? Press it down?
Down and B.
Oh, it's down in B.
Contra and a health bar. Alright.
Yeah, Contra with the health bar. Easy.
I don't know what that was, but that was fun.
That was the soothing sound of the ocean.
Beating against my window. Also, we still have a robot GIF up on 5.
Yeah, I haven't set up my
Okay.
I have my emulator yet, so
Alrighty. Good catch.
This is interesting.
Hello, Herschel. My dog.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
dog.
real cool looking game. I gotta play this one again.
I've been meaning to play the Turrican games. They're like unforgiving, but actually really good platformers. The only one I actually own though is a bad port of Turrican on the Genesis.
Genesis Turrican.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Yeah, there's a bad port of like the Amiga Turrican on there, and then there's an actual good one called Mega Turrican.
Mega
I've never
Turrican.
actually really played Turrican too much.
Yeah.
Neither have I. I'm kind of lost turning into a ball. I feel like I should be playing Contra. But that's just me.
Controid. Make it work.
Super Contra.
Actually, I'm playing Metroid with mines. Up, and I'm in the Super.
And I forgot completely what I was doing here.
I press my power. I show one Punch Man GIF. I go get some cheese. And the whole chat's gone straight into me.
Okay, there's that one. Okay, it's not funny.
I apologize to the rest of the chat.
So the
Nah, we love our chat monsters.
this game is Super Turrican, and I think the NES version is also called Super Turrican. There's a Super Turrican for NES and SNES, but is there also a regular Turrican for NES?
I
Turrican.
I don't know if they did the regular Turrican for NES. If that's just like the Amiga, Commodore type of stuff.
Genesis, Game Boy, Commodore 64, Amiga.
There are so
TurboGrafx-
many
TurboGrafx
versions.
16.
There's a lot of different Turricans, and a lot of them have overlapping names, and
What? Turrican 2, Turrican 3, Turrican the Final Flight, Final Flight, Mega Turrican, Super Turrican, more Super Turrican, Super Turrican 2.
Well, Turrican 2 in the States is actually Turrican 4 in Japan.
Oh,
Is that a Final Fantasy joke?
still
was a
Square
Final
Soft. But no, it's actually is that the States version? Because there's a Super Turrican with no, well, facts on game facts, and Turrican 2 has a bunch of facts. Let's see here.
Is that anything like the extra Chip and Dale game we found?
There's an extra Chip and Dale game?
Remember
Sure.
we were looking it up on Twitch and we couldn't.
Right, we
I'll find
couldn't
out.
find.
Oh,
Yeah, we
wow.
couldn't find Chip and Dale 2, but there was some other random Rescue Rangers games. Nimral's
very
Castle or something.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think.
I still haven't found that game anywhere.
Hmm.
Ranger. Let's see what we got. Close options. Space Ranger.
How did
Jimbo,
the
Spartan
script
Rescue.
window go? It vanished. Of course it did.
So I'm curious how many people in chat actually are familiar with this game, because I never played this when I was a kid. I played it a little bit when we first made these goals for this, but this is pretty much a new game to me.
Yeah, finally commentating, and I don't know anything about the game.
Yeah, I didn't
Go
even
figure.
I didn't even know this existed as a kid, so this is surprising to
Is
me
it
that
the,
there's like a million different Turricans.
It was in Nintendo Power, I believe. Same as Axel. I think it was the same. What's it called?
Issue.
Yeah, I kept trying to say episode in my head. I keep saying episode. I'm like, no, it's wrong.
Same episode.
Yeah, Nintendo Power that month. Well, actually on the cover. I think it was in the same issue as that one.
With Axel on the cover?
Yeah.
There's a
Lava
weird
guy
game.
punching at the. That was very strange too. That's first phalanx, but strange.
Oh, right. You can get power-ups from these things at the start. But it wastes time, but it can save time. And
See if I think reference I can look at here and get an idea. Stage 1, 2 for Super Turrican. There's an SDA run this bad boy somewhere.
Oops.
Homepage.
Is there any plussing to using the laser?
I don't know. Laser's usually a bad weapon in.
Yeah, I can't move while I'm using
The
it.
laser is generally good for getting the power-ups quickly.
One by the Mighty Jorf.
I think it freezes enemies. Certain enemies.
I know Jorf runs the NES Super Turrican.
That's
Oh,
not
it's
really
the NES
helpful
one.
much, though.
I've been fooled. No.
Oh, you were watching an
Adventures.
NES video?
Yeah.
In Nimnal's Castle.
Yeah, that's like it Rick rolled. I did to myself. Okay, so nothing there, unfortunately. Let's try speed runs. Oh, that hard. I actually
Okay.
haven't found that game now. Sadly.
My favorite mystery match for SGL? Burger Time was pretty entertaining. I like the
you.
exceptionally close ones, like Paperboy and TNC. Those were kind of cool to see.
Burger Time was music for everyone that wasn't playing it.
Burger Time was pretty exciting because we didn't know if we were going to have a four-way did not finish. It was pretty exciting.
I think it was the one time on Castlevania, was it 3 or 4 way that one where we just all got crushed and like we were doing terrible times.
Was it Castlevania 3 or something?
I think it had ones with 3, and I think the game that I'm playing where I didn't finish, but I know it was like 3 people who couldn't finish and it was one person
Lion
won
King?
by default.
Well, Lion King was a little different, but almost, but pretty much that bad, yeah.
I think it was actually, I think it was Korean Conquest was the second goal. If I problems with
Oh,
that, and Little Samson was tricky on the second goal. Everyone went hard the first goal and never actually like.
one of the goals we
Technical
have with
too.
Little Samson is insane. It's the one where there's all the blocks that appear and disappear, and you need to
Yeah, I
be,
remember that
like,
one.
jumping and grabbing stuff with the mouse.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
That was a tough one.
So how is this league organized? Basically, we accept players all the time, anytime, right now even, actually. You just contact me or Fiesel. We don't have Nightbot, do we?
Nightbot's not here, of course. I can go get him.
Speedgaming.org/be a player, I think.
Sure. If you just go to speedgaming.org, you can see our website, and we'll show all the details about how to contact us, how to join. But we keep track of who's beat whom, and each of these players has a rating that will go up or down after these matches. And we just do these episodes twice a week, and sometimes we do just mystery game format like this, where players show up, we give them the game, they practice it for an hour, and then they go. And sometimes we do episodes where we give them the game in advance, several days, maybe up to a week in advance, and they have some time to really work on it. And yeah, a little mixture of those things. And at the end of season, once a year, we do a tournament, and we seed it according to everyone's ratings. Highest ranked players get the best seed. And we have a big playoff tournament.
God bless you.
Oh, the game scrolls oddly. It's like if you go too high, or that's just purposely a spot in the ground. Okay, that's not the scrolling. It's just the game itself gives you a hole in the ground. It doesn't warn you about the ground below.
Yeah, it feels like it should be scrolling down, and it's not.
It just kills you. It's like, no, that's alright. Despite the health bar, you seem pretty fragile.
Unless if you're in ball, then you take
no damage.
I know. It's going to be one of those goals that's going to be like almost tough to finish.
Yeah, survive.
Yeah, this was a main game goal originally, so it is definitely a little more difficult, a little more to it than your typical mystery goal.
Oh yeah, Survival Gaming League.
It looks like you can do some platforming off the bottom of the screen there. If something does end up taking you down there, you're not quite dead.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think maybe I gotta change the position to the top.
Which was it? Were you playing Speed Racer on SNES? That happens.
Can't see the bottom of the screen without it. Yeah, that makes it much better.
Yeah, again, if you want to move your splits around, just keep changing your number of splits, and eventually you'll flop to top and bottom. Some games, it's really critical to actually see the top and bottom.
I like the music.
Oh yeah, Turrican always has excellent music.
I'll have to pull up the soundtrack on YouTube so we can listen to that during the match.
Mm-hmm.
I think the NES game was made by one guy.
Oh, I think most of the Turrican games are generally made by one guy.
The same guy?
Yeah.
Manfred something?
Yeah. He does most of the work on all the Turrican games, so...
That's so crazy.
So he knows like how many languages to program Commodore 64 and Amiga and Nintendo and SNES and Genesis.
Not to mention knowing music and art.
Yeah, that's tough.
And
that's crazy.
Game design. They're all pretty good games too.
Yeah, they're solid. I mean, again, it's really hard, but it's solid.
Right. There are a lot of examples of single author games, but they'll have someone do the music and someone else do the art. But like one person programs everything, but it's hard to be good at, programming art and music.
Looks like he may not have done all the Turricans, but he did 3 of them, mostly by himself. He designed the game, programmed, does the art, does the music.
Yeah, and it's also like well programmed too. Like the NES Super Turrican almost never lags, despite insane, crazy batshit stuff going on screen all the time.
Yeah, if you want another game, he does it. He made another game that is awesome. It's like a combination of Turrican and the side-scrolling stages of Axlay. It is really good. It's called Rendering Rager, R2. Axlay is a pretty awesome shmup.
Yeah, the SNES shmup.
Oh, okay.
One of the best SNES shmups.
Wow, I'm looking at Antol trying to make a jump here, and it just doesn't look possible. Maybe you have to roll and do something.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that jump.
That's odd. The wind's blowing against you. You have to jump on a snowball, then jump off it. No, you got there. Huh. Oh, brutal.
Wow, these little skating dudes are annoying. Huh.
I really get a feeling of physics. I feel like you definitely you fall pretty hard. Like once you jumps are pretty well set, and once you start going down, you go down in a hurry.
I'm actually more upset that sometimes you bounce off the enemies and you take no damage, and then sometimes you do and you don't know what just happened to you.
Yeah, there's like a Mario effect. I can see like some enemies you're hopping on and destroying them, and some enemies are just kind of not caring.
And it's sort of like a position thing. If you're like too far forward on them, you hit their hurt box instead.
You jump on like a skating guy and blew up. Like just what? All right. First 5 jumps are fine. That last jump though. Oop. Oh, press your luck. They have a crazy Metro Island bicycles.
Couldn't get off that ice block. Oh wow.
Wow. I love the way this game just goes for it, though. It's like you roll into a ball and guess what? You drop mines. How many mines? Like 10 mines. I don't know.
Also, I learned that there's like a limit to the amount of times you can turn into a ball.
Yeah, you have a bar underneath your health.
Oh, there's a bar there. That's what that means. Okay.
Recharge over time or just recharge for pickups?
The bar below the energy?
Yes.
That's your meter for how long you can use the ball.
Yeah, I'm curious if it refills by itself over time or.
I don't think it refills.
Those coins you're picking up?
No, they don't refill on the coins.
Nope, definitely not. Okay, so.
Ouch.
Alright, dash 1, complete. Dash 2 begins.
I would probably be using a lot of save states as I practice this, because you get to a tough spot and you die, and then it takes so long to get back to the tough spot that you kind of forget what you did, and you do the same thing and you die, and you end up in this horrible cycle.
Like Star Wars Galaxies.
I forget which one is Galaxies. Is that the MMO?
Yeah, the first one, where you would literally get like lost in the middle of the desert, be killed by some random thing, and then it just hang by you. You'd slowly get up, like, oh, where am I? What's going on? Just death.
Right.
I thought it was like an MMO joke.
No, it's literally that's how the game worked. It was pretty terrible. Other than you die, it throws you somewhere.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, just the idea of getting locked into a cycle of playing the game.
Oh, that too,
and
yeah. But
getting stronger to do better at getting stronger.
Yeah, that's kind of the case. I stopped World of Warcraft. I hit 70 and said, okay, I won the game. We're good. My friend's like, no, we gotta do the arenas. We got all the stuff there, the gear. I'm like, no, I hit 70. I win. I'm good.
Checkpointing in this game seems really weird. It seems like I die in like the same spots, but I can get like different checkpoint locations.
Huh. It doesn't throw you back too far, I'm noticing. Like when you die, you end up fairly close to where you kick the bucket.
This wind is crazy in this vertical section. I think it's actually blowing upwards sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can you track it?
Are we
Yeah,
doing
it's
this
going up.
stage?
You're right. Yeah, it changes down, right, and it goes. You're not joking, man. It's going every direction. It goes up, right, down, left, up
Or is
again.
it just the first 2 stages?
The stages you see, I think. I think the first stage when the screen closed out, goes open back up to that C plates. I think that's 3-2. Unless I'm wrong. In which case.
Yeah, this one is a really old goal, so I'm a little unfamiliar with it. Yeah, it looks like there should be 2 fade outs.
Okay.
Yeah, the fade out there. Then you open up one of those that sea ramp, the snow boulder, and then right into the ocean.
Okay. So not doing the wind stage.
Oh, the wind stage is 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably for obvious reasons.
It's fine with me.
Do you like BS wind RNG? I thought so.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's not random, though, that's... You don't want to... On top of all the difficulty these guys have already had, adding in a weird mechanic like that.
That was a flaming beehive that attacked him? What was that thing?
And it's a vertical section, too, so if you fall, you go all the way back to the start.
Yeah.
We had a game like that on the other day. Didn't we?
We're rocking cats.
No. Rockin' Cats had.
Yep.
It didn't have the vertical section, did it?
There are goals with vertical sections, yeah.
Quantum
we
Fighter Kabuki. That's
Yeah.
what it
Yes.
We had that and Kid Icarus had some
Yeah.
vertical sections with
That was like
punching
vertical
balls.
day. That's like terrible for the player. That's like vertical day. This is all straight falling down.
Yep. I think everyone got very good at that one by the end, though. Kabuki.
The Kabuki controls very well. So even if you're having a hard time with it, like at a certain point the controls are, other than the ice physics, of course, kind of like, well, obviously if something went wrong, I hit left in the wrong spot. Any game where you can die and just look at yourself and say, yep, that was me.
Oh well.
It means the controls are done pretty well.
You never want to switch weapons in this game, apparently.
Let's see.
And these snowballs.
Yeah, they're intense.
Oh come on.
They stop you or they don't stop you. They take a lot of shots. Can they even be killed? Or they just kind of
There's that jump again that Anvil got to. There's a checkpoint right there, but like, how do you...
Yeah,
Is it
not
just
sure.
that tight?
You do have to turn into a ball to make it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
The icebergs fall down, contact, just rain snowballs in the sky. And, oh god, it's a disaster. And the wind's with you or against you. You gotta wait for the wind.
So
Oh, wow.
I put Contra at my do not play because I'm terrible at Contra games.
There's a
And we
trick.
got Robot Contra.
You got fooled.
At least you don't mash in this one, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But with the speed and the ball, in some ways, it is more complicated than Contra.
That's the goal to be Contra. If you're doing the overhead stage, you gotta adjust for that.
Oh yeah, we definitely have some of those.
It's your sand boss. I recall him.
I think I recently messed around with a couple of SNES games, and Contra was one of them. And I get to the second stage, the boss with that spinning spider thing.
Mhm.
And he goes up and he comes down, and I shoot him a bit, and then he goes up and he comes down, and I shoot him a bit, and I'm like, he should be dead. He's in all the speedruns. He's dead right now. And then 50 jumps and lands later, I finally kill him. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh man.
if he's allowed to start getting that phase where he just jumps all the time, just wait. Takes forever. You blow too many of his arms, he goes a crazy jump cycle. Basically, there's a threshold where you try to jump nonstop. It's a
Yeah.
hit point thing. I think the crush missiles, you do it right, he gets damaged so fast he doesn't have time to do that phase.
Well, I died for sure. So I was with the Pete shooter.
Right. Alright. Sure can. Again, in the background. Man, a lot going on in this game. I don't see lag though. There's snow in the background, there's wind, there's guys in skis, there's snowballs, there's shots and bullets. The game seems to be running pretty smoothly.
And the parallax scrolling is pretty intense. I'm seeing 3, 4,
4 mountain ranges.
5 layers going on.
Yeah, so the game is working. It's just not, it's holding up pretty well.
Maybe 6.
See the front cloud stream. There you go, a rear cloud stream. Pink mountains. Green mountains. That's be an artifact of the stream. I see like the purple mountains in the very background, then the sky
What
itself.
the fuck is with this bounce back that these skiing guys give you when you hit them in the ball? It makes no sense. It's like am I pushing the wrong direction on this?
They trained long and hard to draw curling.
The greatest of all Olympic sports.
I'll watch for hours. I don't know why.
It doesn't make any sense.
It'll be Team Canada versus Team Turk and Yetis.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably watch if they had a team called that.
As you're bored, like, well, it's freezing up. Somewhere in Scotland, like 2,000 years
Wow,
ago. We're
that's-
bored, it's cold, a bunch of rocks. What do you want to do?
I don't like how it feels like you lose all your forward momentum when you just jump.
Yeah.
Just kind of stop.
You seem to like get locked into the animation and it just stops cold when you hit the ground.
I don't know if it's the wind in this stage or is it just the way the game actually is.
Wind's definitely against you. Like, I can
Oh,
see,
it might be the wind.
I'm thinking win 2.
That would also
Yeah,
explain why you
probably
roll
the
back
wind,
so
that's
hard.
probably this. Yeah.
it gotta be the wind.
But it also seems like if you're on slopes, you also get your momentum, I think, even without the wind. Not sure, though.
Goodness.
Okay, I honestly do not get the checkpointing in this game at all.
Those spiky glaciers pack a punch.
Oh, the
That
ones
was
that are going back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen past that section yet.
I've
Good.
beaten the goal, but it's rough. And that's
Yeah,
it.
folks. So you got about a half hour left. We're at 34 minutes. So you got a little more time left before you can move on to the actual challenge.
Like I said, I'm a big fan of save state practice in general, but I think for a goal like this, having a lot of save states helps a lot.
I think
There
a
it
game like this would do well with save states, period.
I thought that's what the checkpoints were. Oh, I'm past the spiky glaciers.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I found the exit.
The lucky picture, it just happens to be all of them have to say as seen on Game Pro.
Oh, no. I'm dirty.
You see that bomb attack, that weird like blue arc across the screen. Is that the super attack?
Yeah, that's my assumption.
Yeah, you got in the lower right corner. You have the charges left.
Yeah. Always forget that's a thing.
Fire the turret cannon.
What is this? Yo, these Yetis are jerks. Oh, the water.
Not Evo Yetis. There's tiers of jerk when it comes to Yetis.
I only like the Yeti that brings me my shirts.
Oh yeah, he's good. I love that guy.
There we go.
I generally have too many t-shirts and not enough clothes that adults wear.
I got that problem now. I was fine before I started speedrunning. Now I start speedrunning all the time. It's like, oh Yeti, I like this shirt. I like this shirt. I go to my closet like, oh god, I have like 3 polos and bored. And
20
neon
board
orange,
shirts.
neon orange Dracula shirt. And
I went to a Catholic school growing up, so I have decided I have an allergy to actually dressing up, so I try to do it as absolutely little as possible. So
That's
dressing
bad
as an
policy.
adult is
Novel
the opposite of what I
t-shirts.
do.
I don't mind if they had like long sleeve shirts. Like they had like sweaters and stuff.
I've heard about those.
I have them. Just saying, they're not fancy. In wintertime, I'm all prim and proper. Springtime is around, just all right.
I
there?
wish.
That's-
Who's a nerd?
I don't think they're
I'm a
actual
nerd.
sweaters. They're sweatshirts with bad sweater patterns on them.
That's fair.
The worst is, wait, how many pairs of pants do I have, and why are they all black?
I had about 15 pairs of blue jeans, and then 1 pair of black jeans.
Alright, so you don't wear jeans.
So you don't even need 15 pairs of blue jeans. No one can tell that they're different pairs at some point.
I know.
Two pairs kept nicely.
Yeah.
Also, jeans, like, you can wear the same pair of jeans a couple of days in a row. It's fine.
Sure.
Well, some people say that you're never supposed to wash jeans.
Yeah,
You're
actually,
supposed to
someone
just throw them in the freezer.
someone did that. Yeah, they basically they said this is bullshit. These jeans are fine. I don't need to wash them. So they didn't, and then eventually they would kind of start to smell. So he would put them in the freezer, and that would kill whatever was making the smell, and they'd be fine again. And so he wore the same pair of jeans every day for a year, and they were fine. Just got to do the freezer thing.
That's bizarre.
Uh-huh.
Probably let them thaw out a little bit before you put them on.
Yeah.
Probably. Ooh.
Unless if it's winter out, then it's prepping you for the outside air.
I don't know. I think he put them in like a Ziploc bag or something like that. I don't know.
People claim a lot of things. I'm just saying that. There are a lot of claims out there.
Did you see the? We're gonna get into some science news today, so everyone brace yourself. What was it? The gravitational waves.
Oh yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah, the thing about the theory of relativity being proven and whatnot. Today, everyone was super excited.
Curious.
Someone found an extra life up in the sky. That's Lightyear, I think.
Yeah.
Building some hidden platforms.
Oh, at the beginning of the stage?
It's at the end of the goal, actually. So the most
Yeah.
unhelpful thing ever.
Well, there is one right
I was
at
hoping
the
there'd be a
beginning of
shortcut
the
or something.
stage.
But nope.
Well,
It's just that getting up to it is near impossible because.
I got it now.
Just sending a file just to make sure it's
I can't
working.
hear the actual.
Should be, but
theme
Sure.
music. Even Yeti? That's like a. That's like the men's from Final Fantasy VI.
See, I have too many Final Fantasy IV shirts.
I got one. Let's spread it out.
Actually, one of my favorite shirts that the Yeti made was for the SGDQ, Save and Kill the Animals.
Oh yeah. Actually, I might actually have two. Because I guess Super Fiends counts as both Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot that there was 4 fiends in Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah, they're part of the crucial story of the time loop, where he goes back in time,
Could be
sends the
himself.
fiends forward in time, who send him back in time, so he can send them forwards in time.
And people complain about Final Fantasy 8.
Apply sword to face. Problem solved. No, 8's well, you can read my verification of 8 and you'll understand my feelings with Final Fantasy 8.
I like 8.
Great soundtrack. Fun to
I
play.
don't care about
Read the text.
the sorceress stuff that drives the plot, but I like the character stuff.
That's what a lot of people say. That and the Tetramaster was fun. Or not, it's not Tetramaster. What was it called?
Triple Triad.
Triple Triad.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
I don't understand how the game works, but
It's fun to put those cards down.
yeah.
It's fun when you're not playing with the ridiculous rules.
Yeah, actually, I was reading a guide about like how to collect all the things in the game, and you have to do a lot of card stuff to get all the things. And so the guide's like, playing with all the bullshit rules sucks. So here's how you spread the good rules around to every region in the game. You do this, and then now everyone in the world plays boring Triple Triad, so that you can win all the games.
As opposed to, you lost the game, give me your whole deck. What? Is that the thing?
But I need those. Those are
Give me all
those
of
are
your
my thing.
limits. All of them.
I also love the way that the most powerful cards are like the players' characters.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
like, how does a guy feel when you show up to play a card game with him, and you play a card that's got your face on it, with like completely overpowered stats? He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Sounds like
You should
every
have his
little
own.
kid ever.
The numbers are in crayon. It's totally
Yeah.
real, I assure you. Totally
Guess
legit.
what? I got the me card, and it wins.
Oh, no,
actually,
rare.
actually, that's not even.
The me foil.
That's not even a joke because there is a kid that has his own card in one of the games. I forget which one it is.
There's a few cards actually that have Magic. There's a few cards that are based off the players.
Oh yeah.
Notably, Shady Bob. Shut up, Agent Infiltrator.
The only Magic set I really remember is the unglued and unhinged sets. So those sets were amusing in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, they took themselves like before Magic was all money and owned by not Wizards of the Coast. Now they're a Hasbro plaything.
Oh, there were Wizards of the Coast when Unglued came out.
But yeah, definitely. That's why it's a funny set. They actually could take themselves unseriously and have fun with themselves.
But now they're mainstream.
Now it's like we'll make Hellas Mana an actual mana type.
Yeah, I saw that. That was weird.
See, Eldrazi don't care about mana. I still have a rulebook from 4th edition that says Planeswalkers never be cards. They're too powerful. Can't be done. Or I have ideas. Planeswalker card. Go. Money. Yeah. Rare. Do it. So I still love Magic for drafting, but I'm not going to play it seriously.
It's impossible to play seriously. A
I
friend
played
of
it a
mine.
lot in high school, but I think that was right around when 6th edition was coming out.
Okay. Yeah, I started on the
A
4th.
year after that, I stopped really playing.
Yeah, no, a friend of mine told me he was playing in a format where he needed over $1,000 to build a deck, and I was there like, "Are you out of your mind?"
Type 1. Okay.
Oh no,
Close
it
wins.
wasn't even Type 1. It was extended, I think.
Oh yeah. Extended you can. Like, it's basically almost every card's an option.
No,
Extended goes back 2 years from the last set. No, that's standard. Extended basically is anything goes. With a less limited, I guess.
No, that's
fan list.
that's Legacy, where anything goes.
Legacy goes. Extended is
Legacy,
2.5.
you have 4 cards that cost $1,000 in your deck.
Yeah. Extended is 2 years, 2.5. It might have changed.
Extended was 3, and then they got rid of it, I think.
Yeah, standard is the current set in the last block.
Yeah, which is like 6 months, depending on what part of the year it is.
Yeah, so basically you can easily have decks.
The last block lasts a year, I think. Doesn't the block last a year? It's 3 expansions.
It's usually a block, and it's usually this block, the previous block, and the last core set. And then usually have outballs like Cold Snap. They throw that in there extra.
Yeah, it's the core set that's the thing now.
True. Yes, you're right. Modern is the new term for extended.
And then they have all the sets that come out in between. They're like, here's all the cards you can buy for other formats.
Pretty much. By the way, 23 minutes left in practice. Not to be distracted by talk of extended card games.
This is the most active chat has been all episode.
No, the anime I think they got fired up.
That's true. That's true.
4 sets are dead.
Fuck you, game.
With 4 sets.
How much would it fuck everything up if they reprinted Black Lotus?
Oh, there'd be a riot. Like, I remember a guy years ago went to an auction in Philadelphia, bought the Black Lotus there, went outside, screamed about how stupid you all were, and burned it. And everyone's like, the guys was like, you guys should just raise the value of every Black Lotus by like $40 now. Like, you just made the problem worse. It's pretty funny. But I got to the money game of it. I used to play cards that weren't money game cards, and people would prep for money cards, be surprised by pauper cards. Like, I had Fog instead of Moment of Peace. So the guy's like, you have 1 green mana open. You can't possibly be playing. You can't be playing Fog. You're not that dumb. I'm like, nah, I'm poor. So yeah, I'm playing Fog. And I'll beat your expensive deck with a 2-cent common. Because you're prepped for the 10-cent uncommon.
That happens more than often now.
Yes. Always play rogue decks.
Commons are worth more than rares, and rares
Yeah.
are worth more than some mythics.
Yeah, I mean, those mythics are hard to find, but who's gonna play a 24 cost dragon? Just saying.
You'd be surprised, actually.
I know that happens. I've seen Urgatron decks. I've seen dumb things happen. I've seen a lot of dumb decks in my time. I made a lot of dumb decks in my time.
They have the whatchamacallit now. I forget the name of it.
Eldrazi.
No. The recursion.
Oh yes.
That sounds like I'm not totally unfamiliar with it, the application in Magic, but knowing the definition of the word, Recursion just screams shenanigans
Yes.
to me.
Oh yes,
Okay.
you're absolutely correct.
They're like, hey, guess what? I hit you for 1 infinity times.
The recursion's like, oh, I killed my own guy. That basically happened. I bring it back from the graveyard.
Yeah.
That was 2 of them. What? Yeah. Deal with it.
Call the Ancient, something ridiculous like that. I was watching one of the streams the other week, and I was there like, wait, this card does what now?
Oh, I would love that. I would love weekly pauper events. I went through a 3-year span where I purposely played non-net decks and alternate win conditions. I refuse to play Magic, the proper way.
Oh, the red deck wins.
I refuse to do that. No, the red deck can't win. Ivory Mask came out. Red deck cannot win anymore.
Oh, did it really?
I was saying, everyone's like, I'm gonna play a bird deck. I'm like, Ivory Mask, you can't target me. You're playing red. You have no decent chance. So, pass turn.
That's unfortunate.
My favorite deck of all time was it was all instants. It was Beacon of Mortality and False Cure. So I would double your life total, and in response, double your life total, make False Cure happen, and you can lose 4 times your life total. So I would kill you at the end of your turn. In response to you winning the game, 2 instants. P.S. You're dead.
I enjoyed my mill deck way too much with old school Jace.
Never had Jace with deck. I had Lucy Unthinkable, Traumatized, and Twincast. And we did work.
Yep.
We did work.
If chat doesn't realize by this point, yes, we're a bunch of nerds. It's fine. if you're not a nerd and you're a nerd, then don't be scared.
I'm not even really all
Excuse
that
me a
into
second, my
Magic.
chair just fell apart on me.
That's not good.
It's like
That's not-
it's
what?
a wooden chair, and then like the top part became unglued from the seat, so I almost fell backwards.
That's not good.
So now you got a wooden stool.
Yeah, if I had like online, like I'll draft online just for whatever now and then, just so I don't have to have cards in my house. Is where they're gonna go.
Well, that's what everyone does now. And then if they want to join the wonderfulness that's the Pro Tour, they'll buy the cards instead of buying boxes of cards, which is an infinitely better idea.
I don't know if you Pro Tour players. They're snobbish. I don't take it too seriously. I guess when there's money on the line, you take it seriously, but I don't know. I never get mad about 2x4 piece of cardboard.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say there's sillier things you can collect, but I mean...
There
I
are.
play Warhammer. I do play War Machine.
You see, but Warhammer, you get something out of it, though.
Yes.
I just think it's really silly that
Space
unless you
House.
paint your models, you lose your bonuses.
No, that's actually... I don't know if they do anymore. They actually got rid of... Fantasy's dead now. They've changed it to something other game entirely. Like, you own fantasy pieces, you're basically screwed. Like, they've done it for weird things that system.
Oh, wow.
We're
Like,
seeing
they've
some
screwed
finished
screwed
runs here.
their oldest, most faithful customers. I got it years ago when it became buy newest large object or losing game. So I don't worry about that anymore.
Are you
That sounds like
serious
Hero
with this checkpointing?
That sounds like everything. But eventually everything becomes that. Even War Machine has become that where it's like, oh, we're doing pretty good now. Let's make Colossals. It's like, oh, great. Now you're playing the giant War Machine game or Warhammer game that Warhammer played before. Thanks, Jack guys. It's still not the worst thing yet, but that's how all games tend to run their course. Drafting. Pauper is like no rares, like a maximum card value is allowed. And drafting Magic is basically you get 3 booster packs, and you make a deck out of those booster packs. Like you pick one card, pass it over, and draft as if you're playing like football draft or whatever. And you have basically limited card selection, and you have to basically adapt what you see in front of you to make a deck proper.
Yeah, like you start like, ooh, that would be really good in a red-white deck, and then like no more red-white cards come, and you're like, well, okay, now I'm blue-black, I guess.
Then comes my favorite deck, the 5-color mess.
Yep. And then you're allowed to put whatever land you want in afterwards to adjust.
Yeah, basic lands are basically open season.
What was it? The first deck that everyone makes when they play Magic. Ooh, I want to play all the colors.
Yeah.
How big's your deck?
Sometimes
Like
We
80
had a
cards?
pre-constructed
I
deck.
had a shopping bag full of cards. I was drawing my hand, put my hand and pull a card out for my turn.
When I played, I specialized in blue decks designed to annoy you to the absolute maximum degree.
So a normal blue deck.
Yeah.
There's an old saying: you could ban island, and no one would bat an eyelash. Like,
What was it?
That's fair.
Force of will. Counter spell. You have no islands.
I don't care.
Force of will.
I said force of will.
Oh wait, I should actually be paying attention to this practice now, shouldn't I?
And then Black Winter, Necropotence.
I don't remember Black Winter.
That was Ice Age. When
I
everyone
don't
learned
remember Black Winter now because I played during Ice Age.
because
Black
everyone
was
learned
fine.
at the time that you can pay all the life you want to. Life is a resource. You have 20 life. If you have more than one, you're okay. And that means that you can draw as many cards as you want to. Draw half your deck if you have to. Because guess what? If you have more than one life, you're okay.
Am I dead yet? No. Everything's a resource.
Yeah, no, that's how I play. Even games I play War Machine now, where it's like, oh, you're on army. I'll throw my own guy at you. What? He's gonna kill him. Yeah, I'll kill you too. Like they're all resources. If you ain't dead, it's a resource.
I remember when I was
It's in
just
Netflix.
getting into card games, and the concept of like being able to play a creature, but just not. I was like, what do you mean? Why would you do that?
Hold
And it's
off,
like,
wait-
well, there
wait
are
a
cards in the game that just wipe everything on the board, and if you've already got a good board state, there's no reason to play this creature. And I'm like, but you can play that guy.
Earthatron.
Play that guy.
What was it? Planar cleansing?
There's a lot of cards to do that.
Sweepers.
It needed to become that way though. The only card
Yeah.
that they didn't bring back that everyone's glad that they didn't bring back was Armageddon. Goodbye to all your resources. What do you mean, all my resources?
Destroy all
Well,
lands.
at the time, it wasn't a. They didn't get rid of it because it was unfair. They got rid of it because it's not a white effect. It doesn't play to white's core value.
Yeah, destroying everything you own, generally not a sort of peaceful.
And land too. It's red.
thing.
So red is basically the primary land destruction and wanton destruction.
Red does too many things.
Yes.
The only thing
Does-
red doesn't do is mana
Destroy
ramp.
enchantments. And destroy
No,
enchantments.
mana ramp. Oh yeah, and destroy enchantments.
Here go, Ivory Mask. Earthatron.
Okay, I made it to stage 2 once.
Oh, so you're all set. Good.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, wait till you get to the snowball section.
Yeah, the snowballs with the icy platforms where you jump left and right. That's really something.
Well, I made it to that point, and I
It's gonna be
watched
tragic.
I watched a video of it, and basically it's just like, oh, I just have to be a little patient there, okay.
Yeah,
we
if
got
you
trash.
get hit by a snowball,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, I need to make up time and go right now. But that perfectly times you to get hit by the next snowball.
Yep.
Quick flash. The problem is that it
I
destroys
think they
everything.
respawn actually
Not
after
just
a little
yours.
while. It's like a weird respawn.
Yes, they do.
Basically, perfectly timed with how fast you want to go.
But eventually, certain things in Magic developed like trends. Like green would destroy artifacts, enchantments pretty well, big beefy creatures. They're still mad that Birds of Paradise is their signature creature. Just
I
upset
thought Birds
about
of Paradise wasn't played anymore.
that. Why is that checked? I'm not sure if it came out again. It came out again during Ravnica. And it came out again afterwards. Like they said they're gonna stop printing it, and they printed it out again for like a certain set later on.
Well,
Uh,
whatever. Green was all about mana ramp anyway, so
Yeah, they were upset that their signature creature was a 0/1 flyer. Blue became flying and counterspelling, like prevention versus removal, or temporary prevention, like boomerang, a bounce effect. Black obviously was do whatever you want to, but you're gonna pay for it. Red was destroy everything, and who cares if it gets you in the process?
kill your opponent. How many creatures do you have? I don't care.
Yeah, whatever. And
Lightning
white
bolt.
White was destroying artifacts, enchantments, creatures. Basically it's commanding the board.
And gaining life.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, life game. Lots of life game. For black,
Although now there's
oh,
a lot of like lifelink cards that
yeah,
show
a
up
lot-
side of
vampires and black suddenly became a thing with lifelink a lot. So black now has become gaining at other people's expense and also at your expense. So like black is cards like, do a blue effect and lose 4 life. This creature's pretty strong for 1 mana, but every time you tap him, you take 4 damage. It's basically like, the effect is there if you want it. Do you want it? And
how badly do you want it?
Yeah. As a almost preferred black player myself, like, you want it pretty bad.
Well, their effects are really good.
And they actually got Wrath of God too. They got Damnation, which is the same effect as Wrath of God.
Actually, the only thing red doesn't have is a good planeswalker. Currently in the meta.
Oh.
You, Jesus Christ.
Except the Liliana that was 3 mana. She was ridiculous.
She's black though.
Huh?
Liliana Vess is black, isn't she?
Yeah, that was the only good planeswalker they really had.
Oh, you said red. I was like, let me red is not a good planeswalker.
Red had... No, they have a Chandra. One.
Yeah, you said red. You meant to say black, you said red by accident. So you said there's no good red planeswalker. I'm like, that's not a real problem for red. Let's not rely on that. And I've been so out of the loop for like the new cards and the modern stuff, like I really don't know the details anymore. So things may have changed. Like I did Eldrazi draft last 2 nights ago. I was at Garrison. He's like, oh yeah, you need colorless mana. He's like, no, actual colorless mana. Like cannot come from the planes. Like real, no color. Devoid mana.
Devoid.
It's like X-Death. It's void way too many times, like 10 minutes. Alright, you got about 10 minutes left in the practice. So, freak out, don't freak out. Do as you will.
Freaking out.
Some of these guys are finishing runs here during practice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I can turn into a ball. I should probably practice it.
Yeah, there's certain spots where you have like long runways where it's just open season, just go. Just tear up a huge chunk of time.
I don't know if the ball's even as worth it. It seems like the wind affects the ball. Like it bounces back so hard, or so far when you get.
Yeah.
Basically, every time you get a yellow invincibility power up, that's time to use ball.
Oh yeah.
But they are random, so good luck getting one when you want one.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Away from me, away from me, get away from me, get away from me.
I'm waiting for you.
One of these days, I'm gonna make it to the second icicle section with more than a hit.
It's been the parts of
I still cannot understand the checkpointing in this all. I swear. I get like 3 different checkpoints depending on if I die in the same place.
The interesting is last time too, there's really no reference point. Like there's no online resource I've seen for this game. So, like,
Well, we've got Cananophone in the chat, who was one of the people who played this the first time around. He was paired up against Dragon Dark,
what does his expert opinion matter?
got a 149 versus Cananophone's 207.
Nice.
Both pretty
Again, it was a
daunting
week.
times, if you ask me. But they had a
Again,
week of
as
practice.
As a week-long practice goal.
Yes.
Yeah, so they actually had time to iron out the kinks.
Right.
I'm watching the VOD, and both players actually ball around a lot.
Can you collect refills for the ball meter?
I don't think there are any refills for the ball meter.
Don't think there are. I think it refills when you enter a new stage, though.
It does.
Jesus, you.
But, like, Dragon Dark is exiting the first stage with about half-ish meter.
Yeah, I think it's refills at the start of every stage.
All right, Snowballs, you're jerks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Best.
Sadly, the VOD for the match between Dragon Dark and Cananophone is a little broken. It breaks about 2 hours and 6 minutes in, 2 hours and 4 minutes, somewhere around there. But it shows Cananophone's. He got 208.1 on his manual splits, which I do believe is about a 207 from the timing. So you guys could at least see how Cananophone was doing his road there.
Oh,
Yeah, I probably, if I was one of these guys, first thing I would have did was look for some kind of video resource.
Yeah, I've been trying to, and I haven't really seen much, unfortunately.
There was a run of it at SGQ last year.
Good point.
And I just watched that VOD.
There you go. Why play matches? We play euchre and actual games that you need 8 deck cards and you have fun with forever.
Yeah, forever.
Like seriously, buy a good mahjong set and have fun. One-time entry fee. Actually, well, mahjong keeps changing the rules because in China they play all the rules at once. In America, they dumb it down to only have like a quarter of the rules at one time. I work at a hobby shop, so that's true. Every year they put out a new mahjong card. You can't handle real mahjong. Far too intense.
Yeah, the bamboo pieces don't have a good planeswalker right now. It's really the worst.
That's what the season's about myself.
Well, as far as the checkpoints go, it was pointed out by Kai in the chat that the checkpoints may be made when you're standing still. It may have something to do with you having to stand still. I don't know if that helps any.
Wow, what if it's like checkpoints anywhere?
Yeah.
I think it might. I've had
latest
checkpoints
point.
in a lot of places here.
Okay, does that really good. Castlevania 2 checks your last standing point really good.
All you gotta do is stand and then get a checkpoint.
Like, I was inside of a wall I knocked out with holy water one time, and I fell off an edge and ended up in that wall again.
Nice.
It was a little awkward. I mean, Snowball's a king. Not to scare you. 3 minutes, 42 seconds on my watch. Probably means about 3 minutes left.
In my experience, the stream is about 15 seconds delayed. I was watching a VOD of a match earlier, and I was like, you have exactly 5.5 minutes, and it ticks over to 5.5. But on my screen, I was like doing math from 5:45. I was like, nailed it.
Yeah, well,
Invisible ceilings are nice.
Those are invisible power-up thingies, I think. You can shoot them and reveal them and collect goodies.
I think actually there's like a spot in them where you're jumping like on a ramp. There's like a jump on top of it, and it's really finicky.
So there's probably a power-up thing right there that you
I think
laser beam to get.
What do I want to do? Actually, get Hell's running. I played capes a lot as a kid. Kind of phased out, I guess.
A lot of people bouncing off of these enemies. Can you not just like mash them? But can you not just like mash them down and run along the ground?
You mean in ball form?
Or
No,
just shoot them?
Just shoot and run straight forward.
It
think you
depends
need
on
a
the gun you
full
have,
power
because
weapon to do
some
it.
guns
Oh.
shoot over them, and you have to have a pretty high-powered gun to. And if you're on a downward slope and they're coming down at you, no gun will hit them.
That's like Karate Kid. If they're above you, you're fine. If they're below you, you're screwed.
Which is another Big 10 game you can pay attention to when the tournament comes around.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it, because Stage 3 is definitely a thing.
I also don't think you can mash. Just whatever.
Oh yeah, just hold it.
Yeah.
You're having problems with stage 3? Really?
No, I mean not. The tournament's easy. Stage 1's fine. The hurricane's fine, and then the desert stage is like it's 2 places. I haven't looked at any resources yet. I had to do it myself, so hopefully,
I'm gonna make it really easy for you. At one point, you can just have 2 enemies just follow you through the entire stage, and no more will spawn.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know that's a bad. Just getting past the 2 enemies first to make you stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing. The game's got a limit of 2 guys.
Yeah. It's the first cliff. You could just jump over to 2 of them.
Intriguing.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of notes myself.
No.
I'm actually very happy with the strategy I found for that.
Yeah. Also, I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure a lot of people have gotten it. But I've got 326 in Die Hard. I don't know if it's official or not, but it's like the 3rd best time on speedrun.com. I'm sure most people practicing have gotten the time that similar time frame. But if you're actually trying for it, that's a nice, perfect Hans fight, and everything went out greatly.
I just hope to get to the Hans fight with at least 4 health.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That clip, it's really easy to get into that.
You can miss if you miss the clip out though, you get in the elevator, you're screwed. You just can't get out of the elevator.
Wait, dude. There's a clip?
Yes.
Yeah, Die Hard got kind of broken during
Yeah, Die Hard's
the
a bit
Big
different.
20 practice.
Go look up Toad streams and find the clip video.
Oh, okay.
He's been putting the most work for it.
So we don't have to kill the 40 guys anymore.
Nope.
Thank
Carl's
goodness.
sad and alone outside.
Well,
Yeah,
guys,
game's
Yep,
Sorry.
time has run out here.
It's all good.
Oh boy.
All right.
I can tell no one feels solid about this.
There's
I don't
all-
feel too bad about it.
Well, then you have the advantage.
Well, I
feel
also said
really
I don't feel too.
solid of getting a DNF.
I didn't feel too bad about Burger Time, and we saw how that ended up.
All right. So we'll see how this goes. This was a pretty hard goal. It was a main game goal adapted for mystery gameplay here. We're going to see what these guys can do. Is everyone's scripts going and ready?
everything looks good.
Over the rock. Good.
Okay.
Tap
Well-
into R a couple times for you.
Yep, just make sure looks good.
Did we get a desktop look from the 2 players?
Oh yeah, Mikey and Lightyear. Go ahead and well, I think Lightyear already did. I think he's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see it.
Like it's good. It might get reset once. And we'll see how it goes.
Wait, are we waiting on a test upload or are we good?
I would like to
Okay,
get one from
I
Mikey.
uploaded fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
All right, you can clear out the splits, and I guess we'll get going. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the countdown. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, everyone.
And they're off. This is Super Turkin here, and they're going to be beating stages 3-1 and 3-2. That's the goal. We actually played this goal before in the show, but it's been a very long time. It was way back in 2013 that we had this.
Episode 9.
Episode 9, so pretty far back. And the last time we had this, the players had a whole week to work on it, and these guys have only had an hour, so it's going to be a little unfair to compare to the times that those guys got last time. But it's a complicated game. It looks very much like Contra, except a couple of things. You have a health bar, so it's not one-hit death, which is sort of something that sort of defines the Contra-like games. And also the fact that you can turn into this ball and roll. And that seems to be the fast movement method, but you have a limited amount of rolling that you can do, so you have to be pretty sure where you want to use it. Also, a variety of weapon upgrades. And then I think you have a certain number of these bombs. That's what these things are in the lower right, is it?
Yep.
That's your bomb charges. And those will be those 2 vertical bars that wipe across the screen.
Yeah, we're starting with 4.
4 of them, okay.
You get 3 when you respawn.
That one extra. That's good. It seems to clear out most enemies pretty well. The primary antagonists here are the giant, like, mammoth yeti guys that push around in snowballs. These little slug guys that, just kind of get in the way. The snowballs themselves, which apparently are pretty immune to damage and just knock you around. And also the ice on top there, and the ice on the ground, which does heavy damage.
Yeah, these stages that they're doing here are pretty much linear-looking stages. I mean, it's go one direction, basically, but some of the other stages get more complicated, where you're actually, climbing and doubling back to the left and back to the right, and, finding your way through a maze to some degree. So it does have some things, some elements that Contra games don't tend to. Maybe you can't tell quite so much by the stages we're looking at. I forget, are there ice physics in this level?
There's wind physics.
Oh, there's the wind physics, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't feel it when you're standing still, but the knockback is increased, and the ball does weird things, and stuff is stupid.
If you have increased speed from like walking down a slope or rolling with the ball, and then you jump afterwards, the wind immediately resets you back to your slow speed. So it feels bad, basically. You were going fast, and then you jumped, and now you're not going fast anymore. And it feels like you should still be going fast. I'm watching Lightyear here. He's doing pretty good navigating the ice section, making good use of his bombs to get these troublesome guys out of the way. He's off that first screen there.
Finally.
Quick flash. Depends on the game, if console.
We're using
for the Game Boy games.
What's that? Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, Visualx for the Game Boy games. This here is SNES 9X. We have a certain version for it, 151. And also we use FCUX for the NES games. And on the Speed Gaming site, there's actually all the links and stuff you need to get your hands on stuff.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the page about goal making.
Yeah, we do use emulators in general over like console setups because we can play the movies back. Actually, it's the recording feature. I mean, the save states is nice, but the recording feature is the big one, I think, where players can upload their movie files and we can play them back and figure out exactly what their time is.
Sometimes that one frame matters.
Lightyear still forging his way through the end of the goal here. Oh, he's actually riding the snowballs down a little bit. Wow, you really don't get moving forward again.
Yeah.
After you bump into that thing.
The checkpoint put me basically back like a third to the second stage.
Oh.
That was basically the end, so yeah,
Oh no.
I guess you have to stay still somehow.
Yeah, so if this is true, if you can make checkpoints wherever simply by standing still, that's kind of an interesting strategic element here, where when you come up to a spot where you're not feeling too comfortable about, you can opt to just pause, get yourself a checkpoint, and maybe make use of it.
Are we sure that's actually the case, or it seems to be?
I don't know
for sure.
The players are free to experiment. They were free to do that during practice, and they still are actually.
It's certain points where you pause, you can get a checkpoint,
but not everywhere.
I mean, instant death slopes and stuff like that. I guess I haven't tested it there because I haven't lost my mind yet. So, but yeah, I don't know if anyone's on the screen, but the little part where there's the little slopes at the bottom, I stopped on one of those and it just respawned me there. Which you would think would be one of the least likely places that you can get a checkpoint. Like, I'm right there now on that small slope right there. It put a checkpoint there for me.
Antol having some trouble with this really tricky jump, so he's going to reset.
That jump and I are not friends.
And meanwhile, Mikey's working on this wind section with the back and forth and the snowballs. Now he's got to make this jump. He's going to stop and pick up some power-ups. He makes the jump.
It looks like there's plenty of room to spare, but that's actually a much harder jump than it seems.
Yeah, you have to run really far to the edge of the platform, and it kind of the sprite for it makes it look.
Me back here. Cool.
Yeah, there's the checkpoint. We have seen that checkpoint before, and it's pretty far back. But no runs on the board yet, so maybe the sloppy checkpoint run is going to be worth something in the end. We'll see. But for that tricky jump, you basically need to run further off of the first platform than it looks like you can.
Yeah, you're almost like running off that little lip, and it looks like you're about to fall off. Huh.
So I've noticed that a lot of our players aren't utilizing the ball a whole lot, and I wonder if that's because they haven't figured out a good route for it, or if they're just not used to using it.
It's hard to get a good route for it because the knockback when using it is so strong that if there's enemies in the way, you're bound to start losing a lot of time if you use it, because you go back about as far as you went forward when you run into an enemy because of the wind here. So
yeah, it looks like that's a real punishing knockback, and it does go a lot faster than walking though.
It does. Yeah.
Yes, it is a real time save if you can make good use of it. Anytime you're going down a slope, then you can do that. The platforms in the water that drop down. I saw both Canatophone and Dragon Dark using it there to get a bit of extra speed. At the very start of the goal, where there's the hidden item spawner, both Dragon Dark and Canatophone would take a second and shoot a laser up to do a whole bunch of hits on it. Essentially getting all of the items out of that spawner to guarantee the invincibility, so they can just roll through the next section.
Except for it's not guaranteed.
If you use the laser and destroy the spawner,
it's not guaranteed.
I guess I just had a really high success rate. It is right at the start of the goal, so even if it's not guaranteed, you can just reset till you get it.
I normally saw like
several
one
times
or two.
I've destroyed the whole thing with it, and it just does not spawn it. So it's definitely not guaranteed. Like right there. So
maybe it's doing it right at the start in a certain way, with the save state, basically.
It might be timer based, so
that may be it. They were both doing a pretty precise route at the very beginning to get there as quick as possible, and then they would do a turnaround and diagonal shot towards it, and they would normally get it. If not, I would normally see two, but if not two, then one.
Oh, correction. The checkpoint does put you anywhere. It just spawned me inside an ice block.
Oh, lovely.
fortunately, if it spawns you inside an enemy, the enemy will explode before and not kill you. So
yeah, they played around with that in testing a little bit. They're like, hey, it feels really bad when you spawn inside an enemy and take damage. Maybe we shouldn't do that. And then they're like, what about the icicles? Like, well, we can't really make those blow up, so oh well. But yeah, you're right. The player's not really making use of the ball, and it's mostly because in order to get enough out of it, you need to know exactly where you're going to use it. And all these players were kind of pretty uncomfortable with the controls early on, and probably still are a little bit. So they opted to optimize getting the hang of the controls and basic movement rather than routing out where to use the ball.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough game. The controls are kind of strange at times, and there's a lot of enemy placement and a lot of object placement that are just there to mess with you.
Yep.
So just learning where everything is and how to deal with it effectively, as well as using the ball, is a really demanding task. But assuming you can get all that down, assuming you
Oh my
can,
god, a deathless stage 1. I am. This is it, guys.
assuming you can figure out where to use the ball and how to optimize the use of it, then you can save several seconds.
Yeah, actually, I saw Mikey doing some improvisation with the invincibility power up and a couple other spaces, and it worked out for him really well on the first screen. Anyway, did end up taking a death in the second screen. Gonna keep going to play it out. We are 12 seconds into this match, about 18 minutes left. Yeah, I said seconds.
12
didn't I?
seconds. Yep.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, 12 minutes into this match with 18 minutes remaining. So, time is running out and no time's on the board. It's starting to look better and better just playing one out to get a time on the board.
Oh, I long ago gave up the notion that this was going to be deathless, so...
Well, Scratch Dragon now has a run on the board, so it will not be a quadruple did not finish.
Nice.
That option is off the table. 248.
Damn it.
Nice.
That's respectable.
Good.
Yeah.
It is?
Compared to what I've seen in practice, that's
Oh, well, okay.
pretty solid.
What did Dragon Dark and everyone else get?
Well,
You don't
okay,
want
never mind
nuggets.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, about this run.
It's an entirely different standard. I mean, some games it's like all the extra practice time is earning you like 3 seconds.
Mhm.
But this is the kind of game where all the extra practice time is earning you about a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a completely different route if you had, an unlimited amount of time to plan your route.
Oh, that one didn't give me any checkpoints at all. Nice.
Right back to the start.
Huh.
No
And
choice
I was
there.
all the way. I was nearly to the second icicle section, so
Yeah, you're pretty far down. I'm surprised it didn't do anything for you.
I was using the ball a lot because I was getting optimal
you got
invincibility
invincibilities.
up. So
Oh, so weird.
So I guess it is standing still near a checkpoint zone or jumping or something near those that triggers it.
We got 2 players into the second level. Well, second stage, I guess.
Yep, Anholm and Lightyear both. Scratch Dragon's 248 is up there on the board.
Antol's across the difficult jump. He also did a really good job on the vertical section with the falling snowballs and the left and right platforms. So he's on a really good run here. Just trying to close it out. Snowballs not behaving, but of course they never do.
Nope.
And zips in between the platform and the underwater platform. That was interesting, but a good checkpoint there is going to keep him in this.
Yeah, snowballs can be sticky when they're falling and like grab you, even if you're like on the platform.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby, sub 1, level 1.
Oh my god.
Ooh, the dream
There's
is
some
real.
situations where it's kind of handy to get stuck onto the snowball, like when they're falling down on you, you can actually jump, get stick to it, and then jump off of it again.
The snowballs themselves don't actually have ice physics on them.
At least I gotta run in.
I'm glad
Antol's across the line with the 254.
Oh wow, he got a lot of delay. I gotta fix that. Well, he's close to the end here.
This is a brutal challenge.
Lightyear's got another run going. It's across the tricky jump. Just a whole lot of snowballs. And a couple of disappearing platforms. It's got lots of health, so he's opting to just kind of charge through some of these Yetis.
You mean mammoths?
Whatever they are.
They clearly have elephant trucks. They're mammoths.
Well, clearly is debatable when you're looking at these little postage stamp videos I've got going on. It's through to the power-ups at the end of the stage. One last snowball tries to take him out. It is unsuccessful. He crosses over the finish line with a 231.
Nice.
Not bad.
Into first place.
Yeah, 231.8. That's good for first.
Handful again made it to the second stage. Whereas Scratch Dragon and Mikey struggling to get out of the first stage here. I don't know if that's because they're resetting over trying to get a really, really good stage 1, or if it's just plain old.
Don't worry, it's trying to
Accident
get a stage 1.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay, that's not a bad respawn. Oh, it's actually pretty bad. Never mind.
Now that Lightyear's got a pretty good run, he's just going to hang out next to the snowball. I was going to say he's kind of free to experiment with using the ball a little more. Now that he's got a fairly clean run. That will really put the pressure on some of these other guys.
What?
All right, Lightyear's run officially up there on the board at 231.06. So a good over 17 seconds ahead of Scratch Dragon, who is only about 6 seconds ahead of Anthole. So big separation between first and second, but this other two are still on their initial run, I believe. So, or have only had one run rather, and so they're most likely going to get something better than what's up on the board, each of them.
Anthole, I think, showing perhaps the most consistency getting to the second stage.
Yeah, I see him in the second stage most of the time.
Doing his best to set up this jump here with the ball. I don't know if the ball is actually necessary. Maybe it makes it easier. Maybe it makes it a little harder. I'm not quite sure. You definitely can just jump over that if you want to. It's mostly, I think, the hitbox of the ball leads you to be jumping a little later than the hitbox of the standing dude, and you need to jump really late to make the jump. Speaking of jumps, we had jumps that are not jumps from Mikey.
Give it a jump.
Scratch Dragon on a big minus 7.4 split in the first stage. Going into the second, he's through the vertical platforms with the snowballs. He misses the tricky jump the first time. He's got that checkpoint, and he's across the second time.
You son of a...
Another death, and he's at the same checkpoint. So he's going to play it out, but he's going to need to really hustle if he wants to beat his PB at this point.
Oh, nope, that's not happening.
What? No.
Meanwhile, Lightyear casually getting a 2:18.9, taking off 13 seconds from his already first place time.
Very nice.
He's really starting to get the hang of this game.
Press like down and B to get, but I think you just have to jump to get out of the ball form, which is was pressing like up and B to get out of it because I thought you'd have to do that.
Oh, there you go. Much easier input on that tricky situation. It's going to make the consistency there go up. We're probably going to see some more runs getting through stage 2 from Antol. I don't know if we're listening to Rainwave still, but it's giving us some pretty bizarre stuff right now.
We're on the Super Turrican soundtrack, actually.
Okay, good, good.
Which is pretty good. This is a pretty solid soundtrack.
Yeah. I'm getting chiptune lyrics, like a ballad.
Yeah, there's a few songs on there that have like sampled vocals, and it's pretty weird hearing it. Wow, we see 2 players on the second stage with some green numbers.
Yeah, but Antol is probably about to miss a jump according to the delay.
He just made one tricky jump. And there it is.
I think that was the second one, actually. I think we're mostly caught up.
Okay.
There was one before that. Got a little further, and basically a pair of snowballs tripped him up. We got a big minus 17 from Scratch Dragon, also in the second stage. That's going to put him around 230, assuming he doesn't save even more time on the second stage.
Oh, come on. Why me?
No jump there. Slips off the edge. Checkpoint looks pretty good, so he's going to play it out here. Gets the jump that time. This is probably not... It's not going to catch Lightyear, but it could definitely be a PB and open up the gap between him and Antol. Sure enough, it's 2:33. Didn't really lose time on that stage, just a little bit. So without that death, he's definitely looking to challenge Lightyear's time. Meanwhile, the only guy without a run on the board, Mikey, struggling a little bit with stage 2.
Damn it. Okay, this is strongly here.
Minutes with no talking. Yeah, everyone was chatty during practice, but now that they've really got to buckle down and perform in this difficult yeah, we get more frustrated sighs than we do conversation about the intricacies of Magic the Gathering.
So about those planeswalkers.
Yeah, we were totally off track the whole time. No, this kind of game, again, when you see a weekly goal, it's definitely a step above just a random thrown together goal. It's like it's made to be practicing grinded on if you've done it for a while.
Yeah, we've had some main game goals that were actually simple enough that really strong blind players, like I think Andy, managed to tie someone's main game time with just a mystery game hour of practice. But this is not one of those goals. This is one where the skill ceiling is immensely high.
Yeah, those make for good matches sometimes, though, because it really shows people kind of at their limit just dealing with the game itself. And, you know, speedrunning under those conditions, it's still possible to speedrun even if you're just struggling to beat the goal itself, but it's certainly a different kind of game, a different kind of match when everyone has their route figured out and it's just a matter of, you know, getting it right without making any execution errors. You see a lot more improvisation, and I kind of like to see that in these matches. Some winging it.
Yeah, that's right. There are some sort of basic core tenets of speedrunning that can guide you. Despite being in this difficult situation with, you know, you don't really have a very strong route. For several sections of the game, I think everyone's route is just jump over the snowballs as they come. It's not really, I'm going to jump here and here's my visual cue or whatever. It's just kind of jump over them. But there are some sort of, basic guiding principles, I think, that can help you inform how you make your way through some of this stuff. And we're seeing that specific element being put to the test here. Something that a lot of blind players are very good at.
Well, only about a minute and a half left in this match.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, where did the time go?
Yeah.
Well, I think the board is up to date. It's still Lightyear currently in first place right now with the 218, and Scratch Dragon with the 233. And Holes 254, I think, was from the initial set of runs that we got.
Yes. The board is up to date.
Okay.
Lightyear is on PB pace here in the second stage. Mikey also doing quite well. Actually, 3 players now into the second stage.
Second stage, yeah, it's surprising because the first stage is pretty tough, but I guess the second stage is a lot longer, so we should expect to see people there more often.
Close.
Mikey actually running out of health there, but I think he got a very generous checkpoint, so he's going to be okay to keep going here.
No, I got... What was that half jump?
Oop, there
What
it
was
is.
that?
Wow.
I wonder if it's because the platform started falling, and then the game thought, like, you're not actually on this platform, you're a pixel above this platform, because it just moved down and you didn't.
Yeah, could be.
Either way, he's got no more lives to keep going on that run.
But we're at last call, so now is your last chance to reset.
Alright.
You better take it. If you have any doubt, maybe take it. But, okay, no more resets. We're done with resets.
And Scratch Dragon was in a difficult position there, had to run fairly late into the goal, but he was quickly approaching Lightyear's time, and that's the one he's looking to beat at this moment, so he decides, I've lost too much time, this isn't going to be the one, I'm going to take my chances on a fresh run.
Yeah, there's some value in keeping a run that you think is going to improve your PB, just so you don't get overtaken by the person who's behind you in the rankings, but he has a pretty decent cushion of space. So yeah, gunning for Lightyear's time is probably the best strategy for him.
Saw death there from Antol on the tricky jump.
Scratch Dragon had a low health death there. But didn't get sent very far back.
There's also a lot of improvisation going on with these snowballs. Like, I'm pretty sure if you were to do the same thing, you'd get the same patterns from them.
Yeah.
But it's a level of precision that you're just not going to see in an hour. So you basically find yourself getting into new situations, and Anthole across the finish line with a death with a 217.7.
Oh,
This
nice.
could be the new first place time.
Wow.
Everyone else in stage 3 though, so stage 2. God, there's 2 stages.
Right.
Because there's 3 players. 3 players are on stage 2. And any of these runs could be good, though it looks like Mikey's is not. That death is going to put him pretty far back. There's a chance he can maybe catch this 230. Either way, I think he's really just hoping to finish a run.
Yeah.
Wow, so an amazing snipe by Anthole.
I got trolled. I don't know if that would be really close to PB too. Oh well.
Wow, so we got a game over
There goes.
from Scratch Dragon and an untimely death there from Lightyear. Both players are not going to beat their PBs.
That's Anthole if you did it. You probably did. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, dude. This second section was annoying.
Anthole still needs to upload the run so I can time it.
Oh,
Gotta
Y. The
run.
button is Y,
There you
not
go.
R. Mikey finishes with a
There you go.
314. But he finishes.
There we go, all 4 people
Right.
with runs.
Everyone finished.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job, everyone.
The commentator's blessing.
There you go. It's like chat guarantee.
Suddenly, with a flash of destruction, the evil forces of the machine conquer Katakis. What?
The wind in this game isn't very kind to you, at least in this level.
I love the adverbs this game is dropping. They freeze a planet of people, and it's like brutally. They freeze a planet of people. They did it brutally. In case you were wondering, that's how bad these guys are. So that was Super Turrican. A pretty exciting finish there. Anthole jumping in, possibly to the lead. We'll get the final time
Yeah,
here.
Ark's working on that right now. But yeah, that snipe. We get to see some other levels of the game. Anthole's playing, I guess, 3-3.
Yeah, this wind looks awful. So I guess. Oh, okay. It's kind of like doing circles. It goes up,
yeah.
left, and up, right, then up, left, and up, right, and that's what you use to go back and forth.
Oh, I
I
see.
like it goes down as well. Like it's left and it can go right down, left down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just kind of wait for when it goes somewhere else.
Oh no.
There's
Yeah.
the
Well,
update.
now it's going up left twice. So you're right. The wind is doing whatever the hell it wants.
Good boy.
But we have the update here. We have the official word from our timing referee, Arcano, who has determined that Anthole wins this match. 217.08 versus Lightyear's 218.15. So
Snipes.
over a second, he sniped Lightyear on his last run. So pretty amazing finish.
Nice job, guys. This was a tough game, and I think everyone performed very well here. It's hard knowing what kind of times are capable when you've got the route, but yeah, to come within 17 seconds of people who had so much time to route out those stages is very good.
On the first part, I could see where the invincibility would be very important to roll through that just entire flat section. That was where my run had a really good part. And then if you have it again, there's another section where you can get it, and you would get really, you could cut off a lot of time. So I wouldn't imagine a 205 is actually. Or actually, what did Dragon Dark get?
Oh,
Below a
149.
2? Yeah, I could completely see how that is. I was about to say,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, if you could actually manipulate all the invincibilities, you would pray for then is really good luck with the snowballs, because sometimes they'll just clip you in some weird ways.
Seen some mode 7 on this giant hand
The
boss.
giant fist. Yeah, cool. This is just such a neat looking game, and we only saw 2 levels, but the levels all look very different. They had They really did a good job of making them look distinct.
Yeah.
Anthole's on one of the more exploration-based levels here. Looks like there's some alternative paths you can take.
A lot of alien homages here. Pretty neat. Level
What is-
design.
Yeah, it's something about these games that the levels are made of alien body parts and stuff. They're not pulsating like like in Contra, but
With all the
Background.
chaos that's going on, I'm surprised that there's not more lag, or at least noticeable lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game doesn't really lag all that much.
This game actually has face huggers too, which I find interesting. Rip that right.
Wow, yeah, he hugged your face real good.
so there's
Hugged
also
your face right off.
this is
Sorry, what was you gonna say?
no, I was just looking up. There's a Super Turrican 2 for the Super Nintendo.
You
Wonder
sure
if
it's
you-
not called Super Duper Turrican?
Super Duper Turrican, Ultra Turrican.
Maybe that's the subtitle.
That's what we call Super Turrican 2. And note that Turrican 1 has nothing on GameFAQs, the Turrican 2 does, which is strange to me. Let's look at one of the other references besides our own video of the last race.
And now I don't know what we're looking at in the bottom left.
Top right.
Right. Yeah, mine are different.
Oh, it's Picross.
Oh, snap. I like Picross.
Hey.
It's going to be our mystery game. Last time we had SNES games. Mystery game, Picross. That's be a good challenge. I think people could get into that.
I never saw the challenge of Picross. Like, what was actually like? It made it hard.
It gets tough.
Yeah. Yeah, it does actually.
I'm just curious, like, how does it work? Like,
Oh, the numbers show you strings of blocks that are connected in each column and row, and you cross-reference them and do some logic to sort of figure some stuff out. Like if there's only 15 blocks across and it says 15, then you know all of them are blocks.
Right. It's telling you how many groups of blocks there's going to be. So if it says 1, 3, 1, 3, there's going to be a group of 1, a group of 3, a group of 1, and a group of 3.
Yeah, in that order.
eight
So,
total. Okay.
Minesweeper.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Kinda.
It's the same kind of logic puzzle.
Yeah, it's rows and columns rather than surrounding
Right.
a certain square. But yeah,
Right,
I guess
because
that is a similar
They
concept.
give you the numbers on the outside instead of the first guess in Minesweeper, where you're just there like, okay, this one, oh, it's a bomb, never mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the first guess in Minesweeper is always a free one.
Yes. I was
Right.
going to say, in later versions, they actually make it like surrounded by a couple of blank squares so that you always start with at least something rather than just like you click it and it's like 1 and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, right. And you're like, what do I do next? Yeah, or you click it and it's like
Great,
6. Great. You ever play Mindstein? It's Minesweeper.
That's not a thing. You're making that up.
No, it's real. It's Minesweeper, except they take out the the choices where you can't figure it out from logic. All the solutions.
Oh,
There should be
the
no guessing
50-50s and
involved.
whatnot.
Yep.
That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's really good. I think that was the only reason I heard about it is because people were racing it on SRL because it was less BS than trying to race actual Minesweeper.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I guess you could say I've speedrun Minesweeper. I've been speedrunning Minesweeper on and off for like 10 years, just trying to get a really good time. My personal best for expert is like a 72 or something. The world record's like 40. I think it's under 40. It's disgusting how good people can get at Minesweeper. I think it is legitimately one of the hardest speed games to learn.
Isn't the easy record just like a single click?
Yeah, easy record, you can do 0, just get it.
Well, it depends on the version.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So some later ones always start the timer at exactly 0, and then other ones start at 0.x, and x is somewhere between 0 and about to tick over to 1. So that was like so they actually would keep track of records for people who got 1 second before or after that version,
Mhm.
because they could have had less than a second. Actually, what they do now is they have like separate Minesweeper programs, and you're not supposed to use the default ones. You're supposed to use like Arbiter or something, and it has built-in recording and stuff. It's neat.
Yeah, the default one on Win 7, at least now, the default option is just play the same puzzle again.
Yeah, there's that. There's also, it will give you a whole bunch of free squares on your first click. And regular Minesweeper doesn't do that. It's more punishing. Minesweeper, give it a try, and you'll see just how hard it is. But you know what? We're not playing Minesweeper on the show here. We're playing Picross, I guess, but we're also not really doing that. What we're doing is we're ending the show for tonight, because it's midnight.
It got a little late.
That is.
That's how Thursday goes. We just kind of we start at a time and we end when it makes sense. So thank you so much to all our players who came out and competed tonight.
No
And-
problem. Happy to do.
For the inquisitive minds, yes, this is how you do the Karate Kid level 3 stage.
I was trying to guess this picture.
Oh, don't even try. You'll never get it.
It's an antenna, like a satellite dish.
Yeah, that's
Is
what I
it a
was
badger?
thinking.
It's a badger. It's a badger.
Like the one before that, I thought it was going to be like a king or something like that, and then it turned out to be a magnet. I'm like, okay, then I give up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I also saw Mario on there, so I thought it was going to be a Mario-related object. So I'm like, it's a bullet bill, but it's like upside down. It's pointed downwards. No.
bullet bill as seen from the front.
Yeah.
I guess that's a satellite. I don't know.
It's a satellite dish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it
like
looks like a
this.
satellite.
All right. So you guys can watch Mikey play Picross,
I'm also watching a little bit of Karate Kid and
Donkey Kong Country.
some DKC. Yeah.
But SGL is done for tonight. But before you go, let me tell you about something awesome. It's called the SNES Superstars Marathon, and it's coming up. It's coming up soon, March 12th. It's going to start, and it's going to
11th.
continue on 11th. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 month.
That's
I'm gonna
one
change
sooner.
this. Is it still going to end on the 20th? Or
Yep.
okay, March 11th through the 20th. That's going to be here on this channel, Speed Gaming. This SNES Superstars Marathon is going to feature all the best runners from a ton of SNES games, over 130 in the schedule so far. And we're still looking for a few more to round out the schedule. So if you've got a good time in a SNES game or know someone who does, please get in contact with us at snessuperstars.org. And we're also looking for volunteers to help with things like commentary, hosting, art, getting runners set up. So if you wanna contribute and be a part of this cool thing, then please go there. There's a volunteer section. And if nothing else, just spread the word. The more people that know about this, the more people come and watch, and the more fun everyone has. So that would be awesome. Retweet, tweet, tell your friends. Social medias, do it. And we'll be very thankful if you do. Also, we've got a Blaster Master tournament coming up after that, starting March 21st. There's still lots of time to learn Blaster Master and be a part of that. You can make it a 12-hour challenge. It was supposed to be last weekend, but people are doing it whenever the hell they want, really. So do your own 12-hour challenge on your own time and make it Blaster Master part of this thing. And that's it. That's it for SGL. Tonight, we're going to be back on Saturday. We're going to have, actually, the Seawolf and Mikey, I think, are both returning for Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a little different. They've had a little less time than normal, so we've only given them one goal. But they're going to be there with Error, and their game is yet to be determined. Though it will be made available soon, probably in like
Tonight.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I hope so.
yeah, if you want to see that, or the marathon, or the Blaster Master tournament, or you just want to hear us talk about Magic the Gathering, you can follow the channel here on Twitch, and you can follow us on Twitter at Speed Gaming Show. And that way, we'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye, everyone.
See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Thanks for
Everybody.
watching.